Oh man, finally. Oh, welcome guys to tonight's episode of A Natural 20, where we roll the dice and see where the story takes us. Sorry about the inconvenience. We had a technical issue, both video and audio, that struck up as soon as we started Streamlabs. So we had to stop and take care of that. And it was fine up until the time of starting the show, which sorry about that. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're going to start off with a little bit of a recap.
Sorry, guys.
I think that it'd be a good idea for each character to kind of give a small recap of their own for what's transpired. And we'll start with from Dave's point of view.
Classic.
Well, Dave was trying to save the life of her new friend, Aiko. She thought that Ix was going to try and have her murdered or assassinated, so I planned to sneak her out of the ball. And that's when they pulled the frame for me murdering her. They exploded someone in a room and said it was Aiko and that Dave killed her.
No, you said you pushed her too hard.
I said I didn't push her that hard. I said there's no way I pushed her that hard.
Okay, Tabor.
Tabor's left behind at the moment, preferably that way, at the ball. That way the main group doesn't have to deal with the BS of what's going on. Looked like a fool during the fight, at the little bull that he had. Didn't get hit, just could not hit anything.
I mean, that's kind of how it goes between two skilled combatants.
Also on another note, I would say if we're going to get back to that in a minute, but the other individual that you were helping out did take a big chunk damage.
For what?
And any plan like to do
Future plans?
No, I mean but we ended that off with Tabor. What would you say Tabor was doing at the end of that? After that, or did we pan out right after?
We pan out during his dance with Shark.
Right. Okay. Rail.
So currently, I am almost, I'm half dead and unconscious after being stabbed and left for dead by actually it was close to right here. By one of my favorite people on the whole
Fuck your brothers.
plane of existence. So, but yeah, other than that, Rail and Stephanie had a good time at the ball. Got some good finger foods.
The only ones I can do with the ball most.
Yeah. Rail even had a dance. Tried to lie.
Because you were disguised, but Stephanie wasn't.
Yeah, okay.
Idiot.
Moron.
Probably needed.
His disguise made him look like an older version of himself.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, what was the dot
But
process?
he's
there?
everybody else.
You just trying to freak out your brothers?
I really just wanted to
That's why I'm clear.
test out the alter self spell. Really, that's really it. I was like, I just cool hat. Let's me alter self. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. That makes better sense than you trying to use it as a disguise, because that makes you look a little worse.
Rail is not one for disguises. He's not one for stealth. So, I mean,
Yeah, your brother took all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to get you like a headphone set or something that you can?
Well, normally I have the over years. I just left them. I don't need them. I'm just making sure I can hear all
I
this.
actually
Everyone
I don't
starts
need
pulling
them.
out
check
headphones
this
and
out.
shit.
I actually have a wireless freaking plug, and you can put a pair of headphones in and listen from this point of view.
It's so funny.
Yeah, we should do
Alright,
that. So
it's
that we-
Orion's turn.
Gosh,
I'm trying to be the glue
In charge,
man.
bud.
it's like there was a thing with Dave in the hallway and the guard and the bloody room, and I had to go find. It was a shot in the dark to find Aiko, and I showed up, and the guards were like, "Who's this guy?" And then and we had to fly to the ship to drop her off, fly back to go rescue Rail,
100% with the full
and
There might be like a butterfinger.
nobody died.
That's
So,
good.
Well, someone died horribly.
well, none of the party died.
I got
Oh yeah,
We got a piece of
I
her.
do have a piece of the body.
So many people
Technically
died.
speaking, I did scoop it up in an empty bottle.
And I forgot to resurrect it.
I mean,
could've-
technically, you dumped out
I
Judd Ward.
Well, I could have done it right then and there, but like, who are you and who
Oh
killed
my
you?
god,
wouldn't-
that was in the bottle.
Judd
That's the
Ward
bottle
and
in there.
her.
Yeah. No.
Judge
Because as soon as that, I said,
remember
well,
that.
that sample's contaminated.
Yeah.
And got in different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he tried.
I got it in a different container than one that's not filled
I
with
forgot
alcohol.
Yeah, not full of Judd.
What are you? What are you?
Oh my
what?
God, the
It's
judge,
Dave. If I have a container, it's spiked.
Oh, yeah, apparently with Judd Ward.
Or explosive.
Judd.
Or
Or
explosive
double
stuff.
spiked. Or yeah, that stuff was.
Oh, yeah, or
Purplicious.
digestive juice. Wow.
We still have that, right?
Yes,
Okay,
I
okay.
have it in my bag of holding.
God,
I need to get a bag. This is like that has
Ah!
a shared inventory bag.
There is.
fuck was that?
What?
Dude, we should put that on arrows.
All right. So we're gonna start off tonight's session. We're gonna focus in on Tabor for a moment as the ball finishes.
Yeah, boy.
As you are dancing with Charlotte, you're noticing that there's a few more cogs in like people moving about, whispering to one another. Like people are telling a few tales. You also do notice Abernathy has vacated the area and has gone to one of the side rooms. You're not entirely sure why. You think you might have an idea. He's probably pretty banged up from the encounter. The dark elf that pulled the crazy twig guy off of you guys is berating the freaking very thin, very disheveled version of Rail.
I hate that dude.
And
We all
you're
do.
currently dancing, and with everything else going on, the one other thing you do notice with your passive perception is that Exaltu is standing at the stairwell, staring at you two dancing intently.
Brings a joy in my heart in these
Trying
trying
to figure out
nights.
how to murder you.
Fuck that guy.
You fucking?
No, I want to burn his world to the ground. It's good to know, but I don't know that.
But Dave still thinks he's good.
I don't know. You're trying to get framed.
No. Not after being framed.
Do you have the bottle of the leftovers? Or does Dave have it?
What?
The
boom
bomb bottle?
juice.
The bomb bottle?
No, the remaining
Oh, the,
of.
the lady?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
it's
the
in my
corpse? Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
Oh, cool. You have incriminating evidence on you. Awesome.
We have a single piece of someone.
brother, you know how many people I killed?
Yeah.
That could have been another Tuesday. I don't know.
But kept in a bottle?
I keep trophies. Could have been
There's
Korok.
something to reach in.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Just gonna enjoy the night dancing until the song's over. And then after that I will go to
So the song's over. Charlotte steps back, curtsies. Thank you, my lord.
welcome my lady.
So, and I'm sure there's like some small talk or whatnot, right? You know, going on. She seems in a certain respect. She's a little bit naive. She's in there. There are a little bit of hints of fear, and you get the sense that most everything that she's trying to keep up going right now is more duty than desire.
Mhm.
Like everything that she's all the features and all the fronts that she's putting up is more duty than anything else.
You're
That's fine. I think there's definitely a mutual type feeling with Tabor.
that's better.
A little bit.
No, it's
where
not
they
better.
both
They don't look like cats.
both are in a similar situation of leaving something behind. That they're put in the situation where they are at.
After the show, remind me, because I want to talk about something to do with the lighting. I've got an idea. So we might be able to do it before the next session. So go
A
ahead.
little bit of sadness is on Tabor's face, but he immediately puts a smile back on it and is going to go start being what he should have been doing at the ball, but other events were transpiring and distracting him. He's going to start intermingling with the guests at the ball. He's probably going to go to Hugo Rothschild since he's one of the most prominent figures.
Okay. As you approach the gentleman he's got like this kind of like this this emo style hair cut going on, dark hair. Part of it's kind of like over his eye a little bit, and he's just kind of like brushing it out of the way or whatnot. He seems like, I wouldn't say unkempt, but more of a like his less of a noble-ish style and more of a I'm gonna be the kind of rebel guy. He's talking to the individual that he brought with him, a rather sleek-looking elf, very handsome and charismatic looking, but on the lighter, long-haired, braided hair side of things. And I would say with his perception of whatnot and paying attention to you dancing with Charlotte and everything else, he bows to his companion and steps away, noticing you approaching. And when you walk up to him before you get a chance to greet him, he puts out his hand. He's like, you must be one of the masters of the manor. Hugo Rothschild, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Maxwell Lee.
That's a slightly firm handshake. You've got a little bit of sandpaper in their hands. Lots of hard work.
Yeah, I sail around the world for quite a bit.
Do mind me, if I could, please, can I check something?
Sure.
He grabs your hand and turns it over. He's like tracing your fingers and whatnot, and you're a practitioner of small munitions.
Yes. I dabble. I'm not live up to your reputation, I imagine.
Well, not mine. My family, of course, but I believe that the line of our munitions may end with me.
Sad to hear, but maybe I know.
Are you looking to enhance a piece, or looking to buy a piece?
No, I was wanting to get your opinion on something that I crafted myself. After all, I've heard I know about the Rothschilds and the expertise in firearms, and I'm going to motion.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, you don't have yours on.
No, I'm going to motion for Lucky, and basically, when he shows up, I'm going, can you please bring me my firearm from my room? My sidearm.
Lucky, as you motion, there was nobody around. And then a brief moment later, and it's almost like people start jerking their heads and noticing him appear.
I don't have a way to fucking see.
I know. Notice him appear, and he comes over to you, and he goes, "Yes, master.
Can you please fetch my firearm from my room? Bring it unloaded and..."
Very well, master." And as he walks away, nobody's actually ever noticed where he goes to leave. And then it takes him a few moments, and he's back.
I'm so glad I don't fucking seem like an idiot. Lucky, and then he just appears out of nowhere.
Right. Nobody, but it's almost like it's an unperceived moment. Like it's like when you turn your head for a second to look at somebody and you turn back and he's just gone. Like
not even phased by it, just
Right.
as if I'm used to it.
He brings it out, and on a fucking pillow. Like,
Perfect.
as he does, a few of the people in the crowd gasp a little bit, and you catch a little bit of a wider berth.
Fuck 'em.
Right. You hear whispers like, I think it got us. Didn't you see what happened?
This is something I created of myself. I really haven't sense of inspiration during a period of personal development, I guess.
He leans over, he looks it over. Okay, this particular piece is fairly different than our current models. And he's like, I see you've used springs and slides.
Yes. During the time I was using flintlocks, and I had a problem with having to reload a lot, so I was always trying to figure out a way to have multiple ammo capacity.
Right, which is what we've utilized the several chambers of loading method and then whatnot.
I know the revolver method is quite popular at the moment, but I haven't seen this one very
Is
widespread.
can you fire it faster than one of the revolver? What's your firing speed?
Depends on the person. Typically, unlike depending on the revolver, you don't have to cock the handle back. The recoil itself does that. So
So you're reliant on the kinetic energy itself.
yes.
It's interesting. It's an inferior take, but interesting.
It's something
He leans in and he goes, "You've got quite the noggin on you."
well, I had plenty of time to think during that time of period. But more than willing to discuss more about firearms. It's quite of interest of mine.
Yes. Let's come to my manor tomorrow after the ball. Well, I'm sure he glances over his shoulder to the gentleman he brought with him, and he's like, "I'll probably be up late tonight, but so I would say around noonish."
Perfect. We can make lunch.
Yes, maybe we'll see what happens.
And then I'll conclude that, and I'll start mingling with some of the other key figures that I noticed.
Some like a couple of them start like they ask you about your companions and whatnot that are gone or what have you. And at this point, I'd like to take a moment to pan out. You're on deck. There are I would say about 8 or 9 different people that are completely out of commission at the moment. Rail being one of them. They've been lined up on the deck. Most of them dealt wounds with the.
You're not bleeding out anymore.
Yeah, I poured liquor on
He's
it.
already done with bleeding. You're already done
Put a
bleeding.
finger in it.
You've been.
Put my finger in it.
Yeah.
He's got a frying pan handle sticking in it.
As a
This is the
Hey, I
frying
could
pan
fire
mark
eyes
where
him.
they.
I could fire-eyes him with
You
it.
could with the frying pan. It's a flame tongue frying pan.
It's just
I
the
thought you
frying
didn't get
pan
the flame tongue
circle
frying pan.
right.
He did.
He got
He
the
did?
flame
Oh,
on it.
okay.
Yeah. There was one point in time, there was a sheared shark he caught.
I actually talked to him about it earlier today. I put a stipulation if he wanted to use it as a weapon because of the way flame tongue reads and the way I want the frying pan specifically to work because of
Dario
just
loved this.
Dabe.
No, I've
Hit
got
things with things.
cure wounds. You don't need to sear it shut.
I've been
Yeah.
chain it.
Okay.
Try to with the chain.
Yeah, I'm
And
just
then I'm gonna throw it at people, and it's gonna return.
I'm just like, lay them out on the deck.
But that'll mean I can only throw it.
Anyone with medical knowledge, please start triage.
There's a couple of the dock guards that have been pulled on board. The the Mort Sith chick, she's not unconscious, but you can definitely tell she's worse for wear. Like she's not feeling well.
I rolled a 7 on medicine for whoever I checked.
7.
Do we have
Hold on, how many? Like, let's say there's 8, right? Let me roll a
You told me
d8.
to help, so
Yeah, let me roll a
One
d8.
of them died.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Crunch, crunch. Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Please not be the Mort chick.
As Orion moves away from Rail, Dave comes over
I'm gonna take that in my body.
and sears him with the
That
frying
needs to
pan.
be fixed.
Cauterize the wound.
Roll a 6.
I'm like,
It's 2d6, right?
Burnt flesh.
No, but just for this, just say the d6. Because you're fucking.
6.
You're no longer bleeding out.
Yeah, for sure.
You hear
And you
screaming
hear
behind
him
you.
scream right behind you, and then like fucking all of a sudden you hear now you're waking up to a fucking fire on your
I got
chest.
19 Constitution.
It's like and then like Stephanie goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Nothing.
Actually,
He's not bleeding anymore. 6.
Oh, since she
does a 22 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage to the face as Stephanie fucking straight clocks you away from it. Fuck. In a dress. She's in a fucking.
Does a 28 hit her?
Yep.
I'm gonna kick her in the chest.
Roll damage.
I'm like, don't make me separate y'all two.
turtle. Shit, doesn't work on her.
Goddamn. 15.
We need
Like
a time
she's
out.
fucking seething.
We need a time out.
And now you have.
I think we're playing.
Hey, now you have like a partial frying pan scar.
With the hex tech.
Yeah, just that's right there.
That's how nothing sticks.
That's classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure doesn't stick all right.
Didn't stick to you. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Hey,
Hey, left the skin where it
that's
was.
fucked up. Okay. So what is over? As you're watching, this other boat is actually starting to gain on y'all's ship. Oh, distance.
Me and fucking Stephanie trading blows.
Rail, you awake?
I am now.
What's your current health?
It's 51. Minus, what'd you roll on your D6?
6.
Oh,
45.
I thought you were like almost dead.
No, I didn't roll because I got stabbed.
He got a big.
We did, but
I
I
got
got second
double.
win.
I got double crit.
go.
I didn't use second wind. Did you not? No.
Someone.
It was a critical injury, but it didn't
I
bring him
did
low.
use second wind, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
you got
'cause
some
you
HP
were
from
like-
something.
I thought
Single
it was like
digits.
13 health at the minimum, at the maximum. I thought you only had like 13 health.
Yeah, I did. It was, but
And then you second win.
yeah. I'm currently at 45.
Okay.
Rail, is that ship getting closer, or is it just me? Also, do you see a crew up on that ship?
No lights.
Is it dark?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a
Ships in the dark are never good.
I'll pull my goggles out and kind of just
Too far away for the goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell it's getting closer, but
Can I get approximately how far it is? Over 300 feet? 500
Do
feet?
you think it would sail through?
I mean,
fire?
300 feet is close, to be fair.
Yeah, I would say it's probably around 500 tacking. Like it would be within 400 feet.
not even. We're wall of fire.
Not too long.
Or is
He's
that?
not a caster. Oh, okay.
I got enough alcohol. We could make a wall of
Frying
fire.
pan, wall of fire.
It wouldn't
Do you
last
think it
long.
would sail through? Yeah, it probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And to be
can
fair,
make it
a
oil.
ship would just sail through it. You need like oil, something to
Napalm.
stick to the ship for that to work.
Black fags are just putting gunpowder barrels. Black flags.
I heard some over too.
Where's Taggart?
Taggart's like he's screaming at people left and right. Like I mean, he's going.
Do we have
Okay,
cannons?
look, I need you to do this. We're trying to keep
They're
the
not
people
real,
that
are
are
Cannons?
still up on their feet,
They
up
have
on their
cannons
feet.
now.
Hey,
We do.
you ugly motherfucker, you're going to work today.
Oh shit!
Like, he's pointing at one of the guards that like has stowed away on y'all ship, like one of the city guards.
I'm just like, damn.
He's just picking workers up now.
Yeah, hell
You're
yeah.
not sale, bitch.
No, he's not.
Tiger's not happy.
Brother, we
Tiger.
Dude, he's lost crew, man.
Yeah, he's
Down
trying to make
8
it work.
crew members.
8?
Yes.
Well,
Not
a
work.
mix between guards, rail,
We're
and
up.
crew.
Yeah.
So like you have, I think you have 3
Now.
total guards, rail, and then 3 of Taggart's crew.
Well,
And then some of the others are
we
injured.
lost 4 at the dock incidents, and then among the bodies there was 4 other crew members that were dead.
Yeah. So he's got.
We're minus down to 8, unless he recruited some people, but then they died again.
So.
Tiger.
Taggart's not happy.
Oh.
Where's the ship approaching with no
Yes,
lights?
yes, I see it there. Any time when there's no lights on the ship, it's never a good sign.
Did we have those cannons installed? Right?
Well, yes, we did get them installed, and they should be armed and ready. But
What?
I mean, it's up to you. We may be able to outrun them if we can get the crew going. But I don't
Let's
know.
try that first.
I don't know who they are.
How many people does it take to operate a cannon?
And to be fair,
So 1.8.
okay. Just to be straightforward and honest with you guys, last time I had an encounter in the docks in the near Tyrsis, it did not very end well for me, and my career was in jeopardy. I would prefer to get out into the open ocean before we engage, if we were to engage in any kind of combat.
Look, Taggart, that's all well and good, but that ship's getting closer, and
Why don't you go work the cannon while we try and get...
We can just fire on them.
yeah, I mean, I could definitely operate one by myself, but I'll give it a
All we
shot.
need- I think we need to run more, but we need to like...
Well, okay. The problem is this ship's design. We would have to turn
Yeah.
in order
They're
to
behind us.
fire the cannons, and to do that, we would be giving up our ability to run. So it's a choice of whether we are going to run and maybe try and find ways to slow them, or turn and fight. And if we fight, it may be crew versus their crew, if there is, or whatnot, ship versus their ship.
You would say we would fight.
However, he's looking around. A lot of my men are a little worse for wear, and we were planning on sleeping off you guys were celebrating today. We were celebrating today, so there may be a couple of individuals that are a little.
Just tell them the celebration's not over and end them one of these.
Yeah, well, they're a little inebriated for.
I understand. Let's get out into open waters, and then we can reassess then.
Okay, is there anyone amongst you who may be able to slow the vessel?
I can make this one faster if I can do that with control water, right?
Can you make an ice wall?
No.
He didn't prepare that. So I think druids have those spells, but I don't think he
Probably
has it
that.
prepared.
Well, you know what? Actually, hold on. Where's my...
Yeah, I could swim to the ship.
I could do that. Well, the thing is, ice wall, they could just go around it. That's the issue.
Slow it down, though.
Slow.
Slow it way down.
Let me check the range on it.
You probably don't want to be on the ship alone.
Damn, I don't have my phone. I was gonna send you a message. I'm gonna send you a message on Discord, Ryan.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Kid left.
Oh my god. Scared me.
120 feet. Okay. Okay. I'd rather do this. I only have a certain range I can do it then. I'd rather get out in open waters just in case we have to engage afterwards. So we can do that.
I mean, yeah. Too bad we can't do that other thing because nobody told me about it.
Fucking other thing. You can also swap places.
Yeah. I could.
you can tag places and then swap places with him.
You got any ideas, Ro?
I'm just saying.
As we're
I
leaving
could,
the harbor?
I could get to the ship.
Well, getting to the ship's not the issue. I could fly there. I only have
We need somebody here. And you seem to be taking charge well enough. I mean, if it goes sideways, there won't be any danger to me.
We need to get it out of the harbor either way before we engage. Because if the cannons have to go off, I don't want any ships in the harbor to be in range. Not us to do
After
that.
you guys are talking, you hear Stephanie hollering, "The fuck are loaded in these goddamn cannons?"
God damn it.
What do you mean? And I'll walk
She's
over
like,
to her.
she's like pulling paper, fucking.
I'm gonna have a serious conversation.
Dagger! Dagger!
I just
Where-
Yeah, he went below deck for a second. There's a guy on the helm, and he comes back up.
Can I enter a rage? Just one free time action.
Dagger, come here. Come
What-
here.
what's going on?
I'm gonna lose my ship and
What?
crew because they're too busy fighting.
I just start playing streamers
Fuck
up.
me.
What is this?
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Okay, so just to be fair, we did it so that whenever you guys came back to the ship, we could celebrate you with the big.
Yeah,
you know,
that's well and
what's
great
it
and all.
called?
Where's the actual armaments?
The cannonballs are below deck. Where's not very.
Nave, give me a hand with this.
But the downside is we would have to fire the cannons with the confetti first before we could load actual.
Nave,
So,
start firing
Light
cannons.
the cannon, and then I'll go look for cannonballs.
I summon my regular echo and we just start
Frying pan.
down the
Frying
deck. Just tinderbox. Just
Yep. I'll just light every pan. Everyone
How
else fine.
many cannons do we have?
They'll have 4 on each side.
Okay, so yeah, just
Yeah, and it's not just like confetti. Like when there are things that light inside there that whenever they go out, they get to a certain distance and the fuse finishes on the
It's
inside, of them,
fireworks.
and then they fly off in several different directions. Go doo, 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 and it lights up the sky enough to where you can see the ship, plain as day behind you.
okay. What do I see?
You see a vessel slightly smaller than your own. But on the crest of the wave, roll me a perception check.
I'm good.
I would like to
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
look at the
I've been
cannonballs.
watching the ship.
Yeah, gross. 18 athletics check for
10.
cannonballs.
Okay.
10.
It's
I rolled a 5 on both dice for
my brain. I
cannonball
can't add all
retrieving.
of a sudden.
Roll my dice.
23. Gosh.
23. Rail, when you go to look back, you keep getting distracted by the little different colored fireworks that are going off in the distance from the cannon fire. And as you, but Orion, your steadfast demeanor and the understanding of the situation and the dangers that are going on, you take a moment to ignore the things that make no difference to you at the moment, and you look across the deck of this other ship, and it is bare, empty. This other ship has no crew.
Okay.
Oh, it's just drifting.
Don't look at my dice. Do your own dice.
Okay.
The 7
All right.
19 insight. Would I know what that is? Or would I just be like, it's a ghost ship?
He hasn't said
Yeah.
anything to you guys yet, so that's what his character knows.
I mean, I don't know. If I've encountered anything like this in the actual sea, would be my closest comparison.
Are you sharing what you saw with us?
Yes.
Terry, can I roll a history check based off of Monster Hunter manuals that I've read?
All the fucking different proficiency bonuses stuff that I have that I can use
I
up
would
to my
give you-
proficiency bonus. I have it
Yes,
written
I will
down.
give you the
to
opportunity to
add
roll a
it.
history check on things that you've read.
Oh, cool. You get a +3. 13.
Okay. With that roll, there are several different things that this could be. There are aberrations out that you've heard stories about haunted vessels where the spectral beings that sail the ships are not visible to the naked eye or to your normal visual prowess. There are ships themselves that just from the old age wars that literally can just move on their own and hunt on their own. There's certain creatures that make themselves look like vessels so that other vessels fall in prey to their so that pirates fall prey to
Like abandoned ship
All in all, it's
floating in
bad
the ocean.
news.
yeah. There's not very many things out there that are good of a ship sailing on its own.
Which I relate to the both of you.
It's a ghost ship.
Yeah.
You even
That's what
recently
Dave
know of a crab that had ship parts mounted to its back.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh.
This
Dave, how
I did
far?
not fish this one.
That's good. Dave, how far could you throw a barrel of oil?
Pretty far.
you have a barrel.
I'm sure we have at least one.
Oh shit. We have at least
At least one.
Yeah, plus the gunpowder that we would have for reserve cannon fire.
Could you hit that ship?
And weapon master.
I would say 500 feet you can.
500.
And we'd
no.
have to wait for it to get closer. But if you can launch it and get it on that ship, I can set the fire.
I can do 240.
Not a gunpowder powder barrel. That's too big.
That's a
I can
heavy.
enlarge myself.
We need to try to assess what it is directly before we just start attacking it.
I say we just set it on fire.
Plus I've thrown weapon master. Plus
And deal with it
anything's a
after
weapon,
that.
so
If we set it on fire, it'll show us what it really is.
Why don't we? Okay. Violence is not
if
always
my
the first
frying
option.
pan was
should be.
actually returned.
It's not a good idea.
It's chasing after us with obvious ill intent.
It's following us, and we have no idea what its intent is.
Okay,
Can you talk to it?
Look,
Trying.
Tabor, you find a lull in the ball at the moment. With Tabor, there's a lull in the ball at the moment where things are starting to settle down.
oh,
Back to
Brain.
you for a second. Sorry.
Snap.
And then the
Back
lights on
on
us
me.
to fade out and switches
like-
back to Tabor.
Yeah. So you guys are working on y'all's plan or whatnot. I'm just gonna like.
Yeah. What
At this point in time, you do see Paxton coming back from said room. He's with one of the guards, and he's instead of the scared temperament he had a minute ago, he's got more of a serious look on his face. He's conversing with this particular individual.
Perfect.
And then
For this little quick moment, I'm going to ring Orion.
You are morons.
Just a heads up. I am going to assume that Ayako has entered a contract with the Doombreakers and she has paid you whatever amount of gold she deems worthy of life. I'm going to assume that is true, and it's up to you to make that as true, for that to be true. And I'm assuming that's already been done, and I just fucking hang up.
You can't hang out. The line's just high.
okay.
Yeah, the line's still high. You can never reply.
So while you're talking on that, you
Yeah,
do,
just quick.
with your passive perception, because I'm pretty sure you're paying attention to him, you do notice like one of the guards walk up and say something into Exaltu's ear, and he kind of turns with a concerned look, and he goes, and he's like,
We gotta wait.
Okay. No. Can I roll an insight whether or not this concerned look is him putting up an act?
I will let you roll a perception check to see if you overhear it, because he is close enough to you where you might be able to.
I do have a servant.
I can read lips.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I forgot. That's one of the things about a servant. Alright, fuck it. Multiple bullets. Uh, 18 plus my perception.
He rolls well.
28.
28. Nice.
This is what I gossip, baby. I've been doing
You
this since
hear-
day one.
Overhear the guard telling, like the guard says something, and you don't quite catch the beginning of it, right? Because you're not. But now you start peeking in on what the concerned look on Exaltu's face, and you hear Exaltu, what fireworks? What kind of shit show's going on outside? And he's like,
I go, none of my concern.
We're breaking stuff.
let's and you
That's
hear
what you think. What are they doing now?
send a couple of patrol boats out to check and see what the explosions are all about.
Fuck.
Okay. Back to the boat.
And I'm
Distraction
responding.
for the other boat.
Yeah, I'll have that done with Aiko as soon as we can.
Is that
You know
going
anything
to
about
ship?
fire?
We're currently being pursued by a ship, an uncrewed ship,
Alright, I'm gonna start.
and to clear the cannons of the confetti and fireworks they were just set off.
Oh, just if that's the case, then it is you, which I assume. You have 2 patrol boats heading your way.
Noted. Thank you.
Roll me. Have you probably made it before?
Lots of times.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom. Roll me a wisdom check with your proficiency modifier.
Or wait. Yeah.
It's plus your
Proficiency or my wisdom
It's
is?
your wisdom bonus plus your
It's
proficiency.
stupidity of
Oh shit. So 24.
Okay. That for each one. How many are you making?
For what?
How many of them are you making? You've got plenty of alcohol on you, I'm assuming.
10, 15.
Okay, roll for each one. The DC on each one will be a 15.
Okay.
For you to be able to do them this
So that
quick,
was one.
and this will be all of your alcohol.
Orion, I'm
I-
telling you, currently have
17.
Just let me go check it out.
whatever it is that's following us is not good, and it is not safe.
Y'all see Dave sitting
What's a
on the
nat
ground.
20 do?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Y'all see Dave sitting down, and she's popping corks and sticking freaking pieces of her clothing into the alcohol bottles.
Anyone knows it. I'm just like, okay.
Let's just walk.
I'm like, make sure you make enough.
Oh wait, what am I doing? As you're making them, I'm just silently just taking them, stacking them in front of me.
All I'm saying is let me check it out first before we fucking attack it. And every time we have some sort of encounter and all we do is attack, we're eliminating so many potential
I
possibilities.
got 9 of them and one was
He's trying to pull the good
Attack
side.
is not the first option.
And then you see my echo just kind of just.
Did he take some of my Molotovs?
Which echo? Because he can't fly. He has to swim if it's not tagged. Tag can fly.
Since
It's tag can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I got a question.
Yeah,
Tag has wings, but he also glows in the night.
that's fine. I'm just like, here, tag.
So what
Take
happens
these.
to the echo when you move 30 feet? Because
You
the ship
you
is
see him
traveling?
grab and he goes like, whoa, whoa,
He
whoa,
can
are
go
you
like
sure
that.
you want me to grab these? And you look and he's got little licks of fire coming off of him.
Yeah, you gotta set them on fire anyways. You know what? Fine. And I'll take out my chest that I have. Open it up.
Rail,
take
you
all
just-
my monster hunter gear out.
Rail, are you just ignoring me and deciding to attack the ship on your own? I really do not appreciate
I helped.
Orion's like, wait. Tag is like looking between the two of you.
Godspeed, soldier. And you know what, Dave? Give him a head start.
Go.
You just like flap. off. You do have to start concentrating on it once he gets out of range, so you won't be able to hear or see anything once he gets past 30 feet.
Alright, it's like, how can I fuck up your day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope we don't come to regret this. And I punch you in the face.
Well, attack.
I get advantage because he's blind.
Wait, I'm standing in front of him.
Use your fucking dice.
And-
my fucking dice.
Can I try and, like, touch the puncher?
If you would never expect me to do this.
Yeah, it's not something
True.
you'd expect.
Well,
Orion to do.
I always expect people to punch.
You just freaking pull it, grab the earring, and say, "There's a mutiny." Like just calmly, Orion's like, "There's a mutiny."
18?
Nope.
He's like, whoosh.
20.
Oh.
20,
oh.
20 with a shield.
Yeah.
You don't have your shield on.
So meets and beats.
Yeah. It's 1 plus your strength modifier.
No, yeah. 3.
It's like 3 damage. Just like
Dame, literally, you hear Dame.
Ow.
Yeah, you just fucking just.
I'm like, Rail, I really don't appreciate when you do these things.
As you talk to somebody who can't hear you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was just laughing at the attempt of the punch. And just
It connected.
yeah, it was funny though.
you can feel it,
Yeah, I know. I'm just still just.
but you're watching.
You're like, well, that wasn't Dame.
You are seeing through and controlling Tag
Oh shit.
flying across
It's like a Nikita missile.
thing to the
Oh,
metal
shit.
fire
Tablet in front of me. Just.
Yeah. That's what he's concentrating on.
Okay.
Okay. Sunflower.
You're gonna sunflower this ship.
No.
Tag.
Tag.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Again.
From
His
Blue.
passive perception
Why
is
are
my
we
passive
treating
perception,
it like
correct?
the good boat?
Would I be able to tell does Tag have Devil Sight?
yes.
So would I be able to tell that he's preparing a spell?
Not with the time that's passed. He may still be able to hit you, but you're outside of that range. But you are close enough to get a better view of the ship too, from Tag's perspective, with the lights still going off from the residuals of the
Plus I shot
fucking fireworks.
gave him a head start.
Yeah. So I would let you roll a perception check from Tag's point of view with advantage.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20. From Tag's point of view, as you're coming up to the ship, you can see on the deck.
Oh, is he out of range already?
He's not out of range of you. Like he's like right between.
If he's out of range, I wouldn't bother. Goddamn.
Sure, because you gotta remember, you guys are going this way. Tag's flying back.
Uh-huh.
The ship's coming this way, so it would be able to cover the ground
Yeah,
really
it's coming
quickly.
quick.
So what I'm saying is, at this point of view, I want to let you make the attack, or however you do it with the sunflower, if you wish to. But we're gonna say this happened. You're gonna see what you see right before whatever transpires with the sunflower. Okay. With this, from your point of view, you do see two bodies on the deck of the ship that looks like they're halfway between the deck and the floor. One of them is wearing a golden steel mask, and the other one looks like a half dragon.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, I'm yelling out to the water just loud enough so hopefully Tag. See, always throws me out because there's Tag like when you have Tag. Tag can hear me. I'm like, stop now. I don't want to have to do this.
Go faster. Well, if he's gonna say that, I'm just gonna fiery teleport fucking forward.
Oh yeah, he did warn you.
15
25.
feet. 25 to hit, yeah.
What did you
it
roll?
is,
But
How far can you teleport?
but 15 feet on top of as fast as I'm going.
I have
up.
150 foot range.
Well, I wouldn't go straight forward.
Water?
But you're right on the edge of his range when he lets loose.
Bitch.
How many hit points does Tag have?
Oh, you know what?
I know he has actual hit points.
Does he die? He has hit points. That would hit him, except I'm going to expend my reaction to use Echo Revival and just reconstitute him.
Roll damage. The only downside to that is, yeah.
I'm back. Boom! Oh, fuck. Well, maybe it doesn't blow up the barrel. Who knows?
That's not a barrel, it's a chest.
Oh yeah,
It is a strong box.
that's true.
The shit's what it's sinking.
You have to open it to get it.
36.
Yeah.
What sucks is it's the first two bottles that you did that he put in the thing, and the second bottle you did was the nat 20.
I would have held that one. Hell no.
He grabbed them. He grabbed them before you.
Yeah,
did.
you were like,
Yeah,
you were
he got
like
him to him.
Yeah, y'all figure out what was there because it's about to blow
Well, I
up.
wouldn't. Your character wouldn't know which one they did perfect and which one they didn't. Okay.
36.
Yeah. Tag vanishes for a brief moment, and a burst of sunflower energy off in the distance. Y'all see a whoosh of red flames go out over the sky, and then behind it is a whoosh of bright blue freaking what's it called? You realize that that's one of your Everclear fucking bottles that
Not
just
the good
lit,
stuff.
and it would have like that would have gone through fire resistances and all sorts of
I hope
shit.
this doesn't
'cause
come
it's-
between
you
us.
fucking idiot.
Hope this doesn't come between us.
And then Tag's floating there because
32, I'm gonna huck him after it. I'm gonna huck him at the explosion he just made. Unless you beat a 32 athletics.
trying to stop
Are you running at me?
No, I'm grabbing you and
Okay.
throwing you
Roll.
off the goddamn ship.
Okay.
Why? Bye.
Well, I mean, he's trying to stop you guys from starting a fight.
The fight is already
It's
there.
a
We know it's a bad shit.
We're not even out of
It's
the
not
fucking court yet. He said,
unmanned.
let's leave. We're not under attack. You're just scared.
I'm not scared.
You are terrified.
It is a monster, and it is
At this
after
point in
us.
time,
You don't know
have a brief
anything.
moment. You do have a brief moment to converse if Rail wants to.
I've been thrown off the
Before
ship.
he
This
has
thing.
to.
Yeah, I just like open my eyes. I just
You see
Dave
Dave trying to grab Orion. So Dave's trying to grab Orion to throw him. What does Rail do? Because you have 6 seconds to respond before you have to pick Tag back up or he's going to vanish.
I'm just like,
Don't let your fear consume you.
shut the fuck up, and I sit back there. Fucking could
Alright, so
Tag sees him fly.
You hear, and I'm assuming at this point in time you hear Tabor with what he said in the earring.
Oh my God.
So what's going?
There's patrol boats heading your way. Just a heads up.
I would
Okay,
relay
That would
earlier.
have happened.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I like at this point, they're just being dispatched
You
at
hear,
distance.
hey, gentlemen, we don't need to fight amongst each other. Come on, man. Hey, let's all calm down, have a few drinks. It looks like Dave's preparing something for the rest of us.
Class. He doesn't know, chat.
This is a surprise for later.
Dave is preparing souvenirs for our guests. We can wait for them to get closer, and then we will not miss. Or we can speed the vessel up and get the fuck out of here. One or two. And you're like, Dave's got a hold of you, ready to.
Throw me off.
And I made a bad decision already. I think that was a very bad move. No one's tried to stop me.
He still has tag right now, so you didn't lose your tag for the day because you used your.
He's already established rules in the crew. Fuck that dice.
I want you to look at me when you roll it. Well,
It's
yeah,
a two.
it's really now, but.
Wait.
Alright. Wild shaped dragon form, I can fly.
Oh, your dragon form. Oh yeah, you can fly now.
And I go about 10, 15 feet out, I'm just like, and I just hover off the side of the ship so I can maintain the spell.
He's
Off
like
the ship.
He floats out there and he starts floating, and he's got like these spectral dragon wings, like they've got like star maps in them.
I'm gonna have Tag land on the ship now.
On the other ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate the corpses.
Okay. You move over to the corpses. As Tag,
Great investigation.
which one are you investigating first? Because you're closer to the man with the metal mask.
I have a pretty good idea of who the other one is.
He's facing the other person on the deck.
Yeah.
His body is riddled with arrows.
Yeah. I'll investigate the man with the mask.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just kind of step down and pull the mask off.
You can't find a spot that it. Like, there's no place where it comes.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'll rummage his pockets.
He has none.
His neck.
Under
He's
the
wearing
deck.
pants, but he has no pockets.
No.
Oh, like girl pants.
All right.
Is this a figure we've seen before?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like,
Oh
It's a
shit.
fucking
okay.
Huh?
And I was like, okay. And then I'll move on to the one I do know.
Yeah. And
Oh shit.
I wouldn't
you see, as Tag, roll me an investigation check, because
Is that?
Domikos is halfway between the decks, right?
Oh fuck.
19.
That's the one covered in arrows.
No, the Revenant was.
halfway between.
Oh,
Well,
Domikos
I don't
put
know
up a
yet.
fight.
Fuck yeah, you put up a fight. Shit.
Are you relaying any of this? You just do your
Holy
thing.
I can't. I've got to concentrate on
You
it.
can
Well,
talk.
you can talk.
You can talk.
You're just blind and deaf.
a rod of
I'm at it right now, so I'm not
But yeah,
hurting
but you know,
dead
I'm not
yet.
standing here.
Oh, he's not?
You would know at
you.
least
I
that
don't.
much.
No, I don't. I'm over there. I'm
Y'all
already
don't
on
know
the
if it
ship
is or
and
not.
I'm blind and deaf.
Hopefully not.
Roll me. Roll me an
have a rod of
investigation.
resurrection.
19.
But you would have had the unconcentrate.
You do see, like, he's about slightly below his chest level. up is what's left above the deck. You see the bow he has and his quiver over his back, and he's not moving. You can't tell from that, like, it's kind of like an out-of-body experience a little bit. You can't tell if he's breathing or not, but he does look like he's like stuck between the deck.
Is it like a straight like fusion, or can I see like gaps, or?
It just kind of looks like the deck opened up and swallowed him a little bit,
Okay.
and then closed back around him. Kind of like in Jumanji, where he went halfway through the floor.
Oh yeah.
Can I try to pull him out?
Okay.
Pull him in half.
Yeah. Roll me an athletics check.
11.
As you pull, as the tag pulls on him, you hear the creaking of wood and whatnot, but nothing's giving. The body will probably give before the wood does.
Okay. Well, are his eyes open or closed?
No, if he is alive, he's probably asleep. If he's alive. But from this vantage point, you can't, unless you do like a thorough medical examination, you can't tell. Looking back at the mask figure, you can see from his knees, like right below his knees, is below part of the deck too, and one of his arms is inside the wood, and it's reaching out like it's within 3 or 4 feet of Domiko's trying to get to him.
Yeah.
I'll kind of just like
Poor Domiko.
slap him once.
Nothing. With what you do know, the other half of his body is probably below deck, if you want to try and go below deck and check. But there's nothing, you don't see anything on this deck, on the ship, nothing moving.
At that point, I'm just gonna kind of like, I'll have Tag like gather what's above deck, and then from my point, I'll just I'll relay. I'll just very softly go, it's Domiko's. He's gone.
You also do know that he was carrying a bag of holding that had
Portable.
a portable hold that had
15.
a lot of y'all's
Yeah.
funds on it.
And then, so I'll be
And
like,
it would be on the bottom half of his body.
I'm going below decks, and Tag will start heading that way.
You step down the stairs, and as soon as you step down the stairs, you see from this perspective, the wood and stuff on the exterior shifts to fleshy bits. And there's like stuff hanging from the ceiling and whatnot. Like the inside of this vessel on the deck below the top is breathing. And like you can see like little tongues and stuff hanging down. Like,
Would I know what it is now?
from your perspective, roll me a history check with advantage.
That's a 14.
From one of the books you read, there's never been a history of one this big, but from what you, like the tongue type material and the fleshy bits that are on the inside below deck, this looks like the insides of a mimic.
I'll just be like, so you guys on deck here, it's a goddamn mimic. And at that point, Tag is just gonna start sprinting towards Domiko's.
Okay. I need you to make athletics checks for each step. There's 5 steps to get to Domiko's.
He can fly, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
well
yeah.
then I'll give you 2 dexterity checks to see if you can get between the tendrils.
Fuck.
Fly.
History any good?
Either way,
No.
16.
Do
Okay.
I know anything about mimics? Larger mimics specifically?
Unnatural 20.
Actually, I would give you advantage on a history check because there are very large mimics in the astral sea.
I don't know what it is.
16 and an unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to make it to Domiko's, but now I need you to make an investigation check at disadvantage because you're flying, trying to rummage through him, and it's like this ship is going on the waves, and you're
9.
9. You feel Tag's foot stick to the floor, and you may have to try and find a way to get him out. Are you going to? But you do manage to find Domikos's his items.
Okay.
He has. I think he has the dagger too, doesn't he?
Not the dagger of broken mirror.
Okay.
He has his 2 bows.
Yeah.
Which one I grabbed above decks? Or I grabbed one of them above deck.
You got the hand crossbow.
He has his hand crossbow, not the +3.
You do find your.
Yeah! I'm just like, yes, there you are.
And then you find a folded up piece of cloth.
That's important.
Give me an athletics check.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to use Domikos's body to pull yourself free. In doing so, you feel a rip and a tear. And while Tag pulls himself free, you do manage to pull free half of Domikos as well.
Okay, I'm just gonna like bear hug it and just.
That's gross.
I'm just gonna fly out.
Yeah, roll me one more dexterity saving throw.
A saving throw?
Dex check, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Mother, you need to get his other half. We gotta bury him.
Well, no, they can technically bring it back.
16.
I could bring it back. It just
You
won't be a
barely
anymore.
freaking, like,
Do that.
there's a porthole, and it's larger than usual, as you see it, the teeth and stuff open up around it, the tongue starts to lash out, and you, like, hook your wings tight and shoot out. Y'all see as this green burst of energy comes out the side of this fucking ship, and then the wings flare, and Tag looks like he's carrying the legs of somebody else.
And so I'll fly back to the ship and just kind of like very unceremoniously just like
Did you bring some leftovers?
just like bomb them, and then I'll head back to the ship.
Okay.
Gross.
Domikos is officially dead.
Well, currently,
Yeah, for sure now.
Revenant.
Look, the Revenant seemed to be dead again as well.
Yeah. Revenant ceases to be functional.
Because Domikos
the
died?
person in it, no, it's charged. It only dies whenever the people, the persons or peoples that it was after dies.
So it wasn't after leaf?
You going back to the ship?
No.
Going up back for his top half.
Domikos who did the finishing.
You get down, and Tag gets down and reaches down from the top half. You feel a hand grab Tag's leg.
What?
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, not Tag.
Hand?
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, this is a caster.
18.
Okay. You take half. Tag takes no damage.
Oh, this man attacked me direct.
Psychic.
Bro did a
Through
soul
the
attack.
link.
While this is going on, when this happens, I'll explain how it
I
works.
wish they
You
were on
feel a
fire.
searing pain in your ankle as this radiant energy courses through you.
That was a lot of dice.
Man, I sure wish that boat was on fire right now.
No, it's all the ship.
For half damage, you take 13
The
radiant
underside
damage.
Limits don't burn.
And while that's going on, you see a view from the point of view of a body laying on the ground looking up at you. You see yourself saying, "Just leave him to die." And then Domikos looks over and shoots him, but the eyes focus on you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Revenant's now after you got one of his charges.
Bring it.
Like
It's after you? Why?
Because I was there.
Oh, then it is after leaf too.
It wasn't just that you were there;
What you
it was
said.
the purpose, your intent.
it's not after.
I just relayed a message.
It's not after me.
It's not after you, Tim.
Oh,
God.
yeah, that's fine.
13. That, so
You're just gonna at some point decide this crew is more trouble than it's worth.
Oh, Ryan, look.
Gonna have to make a new character.
Bro, he seems like he's almost there already.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm having a good time. What is this? The first disagreement we've had the whole time.
Yeah, Dave and you have never not gotten along.
Yeah. And it's just
So
a
you blowing
disagreement
my
of like
alcohol
what to do
was a
first.
little bit too far.
To be fair, we'll talk about
And
that.
I was,
Sure.
if you didn't do the dragon thing, I was gonna throw one of those donuts after you. I might do it anyway. Just hit you with the dragon.
She doesn't want him to drown.
But
she's
looks
pissed.
around.
I was
Dave-
mad, but
Dave-
then I calmed down. And as soon as I threw you, I felt better. So I was gonna throw you a rescue donut.
So, well, you look around and you see that all the crew that are on deck getting ready for combat, they've all got these harnesses on, and they're all strapped to different spots of the ship just in case the ship gets rocking and
So I
whatnot.
could throw one of them, and they could grab him and come back.
Or
to
you
him.
could throw a harness to see to get him back on the ship.
I'm floating. It's fine.
Yeah, no, he's. I would just throw a donut at him if I could do
I
that,
know.
but I'm not gonna throw a harness at him.
Just saying, like,
You feel a donut hit your dragon chest? You're like, fucking whatever.
I'm just like,
you still have the sunflower up?
yes.
Okay.
That's on the ship, right?
So
It's on the ship. Yes.
we can and
It's
during
like-
this time,
On the poop deck or the front end?
any point in
Oh no,
time,
on the back of the deck.
at any point in time, if you want to relay a message to Tabor, I'm going to roll back to Tabor for the remainder of the ball and whatnot.
Shit's going crazy.
I don't have. Obviously, I don't know everything because you're only relaying just a bit right now.
You know, Damakos is there.
Yeah.
And the ship's a fucking mimic.
Uh-huh.
And you know that there are patrol ships coming.
and I got a
You
natural.
see the bottom half of Damakos.
And I got a natural 20 on that mimic check.
Yeah. So
I'm not touching that.
there are in the astral sea there are mimics in some far reach stretches in the darkest parts of the universe that are the size of planets,
Oh,
Oh
fuck
my
that.
I
God.
believe it.
That's awful.
and they eat other planets.
Oh my God.
Do they eventually become
There's a
black
group called the
holes?
Fantastic Five.
Do they eventually become black holes?
But
if they get big enough?
the plus side to a larger mimic is they can be reasoned with. They can act. They're actually intelligent enough to where they can make deals and
Hey, don't eat us.
you just have to
You have two
have to have-
servings coming up you can use as bargaining chips.
you have
I can't do that.
you have to have something
I need you
that
to get a
they
ring.
would be interested
You need to
in
get an earring.
consuming.
So whenever the chaotic good inside of me does the little evil actions for the betterment
There's
of the
another
party,
thing you
I need
know about
to
mimics a little bit with the natural
hand that
20
out
is
and dirty my
a large
hands.
majority of them are fairly
Right
superstitious.
and left hand.
Superstitious about
The smarter ones, the smarter they get, the more superstitious they get.
Joey, did you hear that?
No, I'm.
We need black cats.
The right and the left hand of paper.
I'm just gonna have two earrings.
Oh,
So whenever I need to do an evil action, I call Rael. But whenever something good needs to happen,
The angel and devil on your soul.
And then he has a one little nub on the top of the ear, and he goes, "Dave, just hit that dude.
Dave, get that man.
Get this mother." All right.
Oh yeah, with a good.
So we're gonna go back to the ball.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've been
What's
brief.
Tabor do?
Now that I see Paxton's back,
That's perfect.
Tabor just fucking deletes whatever, and hopefully
Oh god, everything's
Paxton
going
has
crazy
it
out
under
here.
control. Paxton, since he's back in the ball, he's assuming that's all taken care of. Knowing that Azaltu seemed surprised about the shenanigans of what's going on, and now knowing what's happening semi the shenanigans brings a little bit more joy, just the chaoticness of our group. So
Start playing.
when he was, happy and then was just super stressed out, now it seems like a little bit weights off the shoulders, and he's just now socializing with all the people
It's like
that
a
he needs to.
spectrum.
He definitely knows he needs to socialize with. The ones that were definitely introduced, which was he already socialized with Hugo. There was, what's the chick's name?
Belar? Belar?
Yeah.
Lady Belar?
Lady Balar, and he plans on talking with Abernathy. But Abernathy's, he's assuming he's getting patched up.
Look at the sugar.
Oh yeah, these have tons.
81%.
Oh no, this says 39.
Yeah.
I thought it was 40.
And maybe even talked a little bit to the elf guy that helped him out get out of an awkward situation, even though doesn't like his slaves. seems very unnecessary.
Okay. So who are you going to talk to first?
Read it a little bit. Abernathy's currently still in the room.
Yeah. No, he just came back. He actually, Tempest took him to a side room, and now they've both come back.
He will go and talk to them.
He looks a little bit better than he did. Not in that manner.
Sexual healing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Brother, you took half the damage to 80.
Yeah.
Homie.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, got hit.
Gonna go see Abernathy.
Check up on him, see if he's doing alright.
As you do, he walks like he's walking from the chambers he'd gone to help himself, and now he's standing upright, like shoulders back, moving forward, almost like a purpose. Like you're getting the sense he's about to walk right past you. What are you gonna do?
I will extend my hand out and I go,
He pauses. He's like, "Oh, apologies. Apparently there's something going on at the docks, and my ship is harbored there. So
What was that?
I plugged in a charger.
Holy shit, dude.
I also have a ship.
Whoa.
Yes, I heard there was an event that happened at the docks. I had to send some people to check on my ship.
At this moment, you got like, all right, it's a mimic ship. Apparently,
fuck.
we found what was left of Damokos.
And then at that moment you hear,
I know a thing or two
then you
about
hear
it.
a thunk as the fucking floaty hits him in the chest.
I'm like, I know a thing or two about mimics, large mimics.
Do whatever you deem is best. Yes, the dock seems very, very active tonight.
I'm like, can you call back these patrol boats?
That's out of my authority.
Well, can you tell someone?
Yeah, you might be able to.
I'm going to act ignorant and just not respond.
It could just be like the U.S. Coast Guard.
Sorry, we're in
I know what you're
Does your companion need assistance?
I'm like, that's not.
Yeah.
dealing with.
I'll have my first mate pull the Defiant out. You need something.
Do you need backup?
Not currently.
They say they have it under control at the moment.
Okay.
Explosion.
Just so you know, if
Yeah, you hear
if shit
screaming
gets
and
too- If they
explosions
get too
in the
far away, I won't be able to.
You won't be able to respond. Yes.
They're on their own.
Oh shit. I go. Well, it was nice meeting you, sir. When are you departing for Carthville?
Frictionless right?
You just fuck up your phone.
It depends. I'm in search of a specific individual here that has been reported to have been seen here in Teusis. Have you met a man named a tiefling with shaved horns? His name's Gray.
Tell you what. Something I cannot discuss at the moment here, but I would love to take a tour in your ship. I have so many stories about it during the times of conflict. One could even say it has the ability to float.
It's a ship. Most ships have the ability to float.
From the air.
Damn. Hit him with that.
He raises an eyebrow and he goes,
It's
most ships have the ability to float.
It's the
And I just roll my eyes as in float in the air for a period of time.
He looks you dead in the face, straight-eyed, and says, most ships have the ability to float.
Okay, bud.
He's like, you can tell now he does not want you to give away information that everyone here may not know.
Finally,
I know,
a
right?
reasonable man.
I know, right?
It's like, stop.
Shut up.
Rumors.
It's rumors. You don't want it to be confirmed. Like,
Yeah.
if he says, sure,
Yeah.
There are spies everywhere here, obviously, too.
Something I cannot say necessarily, but I did have a run-in with him 3 days ago.
Scary.
No, he didn't say.
Did he have a woman with him? I would say kind of feral looking. Darker red hair. A bone spur on her tail.
I did not see her at that time. But
If you'd seen her, you would know.
my acquaintance might know more. I try to get more information before we want to exchange, I guess. So next exchange.
I was told, I had word about 3 months ago that they had shown themselves the night of the solstice in Cardvale, and she was amongst the people there. So
I think I see you. Out of character.
she was the one.
Wanna fucking hold that in a little bit?
But the only person that's come up since then is Gray. I'm hoping maybe he might know where she is.
Tell you what, I will visit your ship in the docks in the morning if that is fine, and I might be able to. I can share the information that I do know, and I might try to contact someone that might know more.
Very well. And if you need escort to your own vessel, I know of someone who can get you there in a fairly quick manner. I'm assuming they're the ones causing the
Such a fun group.
promotion, which means that they're probably not coming back to Tyrsis tonight.
We're making a ruckus.
They're probably not coming back to Tyrsis tonight.
Explosions and shit.
From the window as we just see a ship and the sailing in the horizon. Fireworks!
Then another explosion.
I side-eye from the window. Birds.
It's like you have like a bag to the window.
At this time, we're going to go back to the ship, and as things are progressing, this other ship is gaining on you guys slightly, like ever bit more.
How many of the things did you take?
Out with Orion's perception, I think you have a pretty high passive perception.
19.
You do see two other ships that have plotted course to cut you off from the docks of Tyrsis.
I bet those ships need people to move though.
They're lit, and you hear a booming voice over one of them going, "This is the Dockman's Keep from the city Tyrsis. Please anchor your ships and prepare to be boarded."
Fuck you!
Guys, change the name. Just like Lord of War. Repaint the name.
Seriously, fuck you!
You can't. They wouldn't be able to hear you. You can tell they're doing this through
Well, you can hear me say that.
Do I have Damakos' body yet?
No,
Yeah, on the deck,
by the way,
half of it's on the deck, and you got
no. I rolled for this, and when he said that, I'm gonna go ahead and take them and throw them down under deck so they don't fall off the ship.
No, top piece.
Huh?
Top piece.
You only gave me the bottom piece.
Right, I'm working on the top piece right
Why
now.
don't you put it on ice?
Okay. You do have.
I put it in my bag of
broken
clothing.
loose,
No, I don't want more bodies on me. I
okay.
put it down under deck.
Revenant's still got to hold the tag's leg.
Can I? Alright, I'll
Constitution saving throw.
Again?
Golly.
Brother,
And you
just
look
dismiss it.
over and you see this dude. He's got radiant energy pulsing through his limbs, like the ends of his limbs on both hands. You've seen
That shit's
this
gonna suck.
before, but not on hands like that. You've seen it at the end of somebody's blade.
Okay.
12.
I have never used the radiant, nor
Not the
any-
radiant. It's not just the radiant.
The energy path.
The energy path, the
Oh.
pattern.
That's my,
What's your Constitution saving throw?
12.
Oh shit!
12?
Does that mean he's after you too?
Can I use a domino?
no.
Yes, I would.
You would
suggest
buy
it, or
it.
use the green token you have, which automatically saves.
Yeah.
If you use Indomitable, you have to take the roll. If you use a token, it's
I can't use Indomitable by any
Token first. Token first.
Then a domino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
for
the
it.
token
Use
fails,
force
then you're
damage.
indomitable.
okay. You take half damage, and it's 23 damage.
Oh.
Yo.
That's not good. Okay.
But Tag's not taking any damage.
I know. Can I kick his hand off?
Can I see you?
roll me
Tag
an
doesn't
athletics
care.
check.
That's not right.
Tag doesn't seem to care.
Teleport?
Sorry. That was the wrong number. There we go.
Let him play his class.
I already used it.
No, it's not multi-use?
No, not with tag.
Oops.
I think it's per your percent for proficiency.
Is it?
modifier per
Is
day.
it? Oh, okay. Then yeah, I thought it was just the once.
I think it's just like
Okay, then yeah, fiery
Just a-
teleport. Gone.
Yeah.
Poof.
You can use it as many times as your proficiency modifier per day.
Should be
Okay,
4.
let me put that in the notes.
Per the amount of times you can summon Tag, but you
Okay.
can only summon him once a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? I thought he came out on his own sometimes.
That's not
Not
anymore.
anymore.
That's
Mm.
He tags it, and that's only when he's in full form, not
Yeah.
familiar form.
So yeah, fiery teleport and back the ship.
Okay. You take the body with you. You can take an ally with you. So you got both halves of Damokos. You've got the bow.
And then I'll just have Tag kind of like drop onto the deck, and I'll drop concentration. I'll be like, we need to fire everything we've got at
He's
that
like,
place,
Tag's like,
at that ship.
"Dude,
now."
never
We
fucking,
gotta-
no, don't listen. I'm not going back there. I don't
We're not
care how
going
much
back
control
there.
you think you have. No,
No,
fuck
I'm
that
saying we
place.
need to fire
Let's
on that
stay away
thing
from
right
that. No,
now.
let's run.
No,
Let
I
him
think
eat
we
the
should
ship.
shoot
Let him
it.
eat the other ships. No.
That's a great idea.
You-
Let's
I'm like-
go.
You saw what I saw.
Yeah,
Fuck
let's
this
go.
shit.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's get out of here.
Dave's just listening to both. of them.
Arguing with myself.
finally agreeing to leave.
You know what? I make a lot of sense. Let's get out of here.
I'm
You
like-
make a lot of sense. You sent me over to there to that pit. And what the hell was that kind of like weird warmth going through my body?
That
Like
was-
grabbed my ankle and shit, and like it just sent some sort of warmth. I mean, it felt good, kind of like a tingling. What's it called? But like,
How many HP you got left?
Single digits.
Eh,
Dave,
back to where you were.
have anything already cooked? That's very good.
I'm just as I'm like just like I'm
What
like
is it?
sliding
Oh, you
down
like
the
food?
wall.
I'm eepy.
I mean, I have those snacks, but
Pretty cold.
I haven't made food.
It's getting cold.
The snacks are
My
good for
soul
some temporary
hurts.
HP.
Would they be
I'm gonna-
considered tasty?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys work on that. Where's Steph?
Can I have those?
Steph?
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Steph?
She's somewhere on deck.
yeah, she's helping
How much
people
do you
that are
need?
hurt.
Give me
I'm
everything,
just be
give
like,
me everything you have.
Steph, I'm gonna take a nap. My soul
That's
hurts.
16 treats.
Okay.
What the hell did you guys do to him now?
I'm.
Dave, did you hit him with another frying pan?
No, he's fine.
As I'm just like
That was not
Radiant
me.
smoke.
I did not hit him that hard.
radiant smoke coming off my body.
Yeah, I definitely did not hit him that hard.
There's like a
And I didn't
just
hit
a
him in the
glowing
ankle either.
grab.
Yeah,
up in his
actually,
ankle.
if someone were to investigate him, you would see a hand grip around where his ankle was, like fingers dug into it.
just smoking. I'm just like
Huh. And Tag goes, huh, that's interesting. That's where that thing on the ship grabbed me.
Revenant. The Revenant.
Uh-oh.
That's what you guys need to know.
How close is the ship now?
I'm gonna take a short rest.
I'll be back. Tell them not to fire on the ship yet.
Okay.
And
You go into the other ship.
and all of a sudden, the whole ship just gets darker as the sunflower fades.
This what? What's this man doing?
What are you doing?
I've got a whole bunch of food. I'm going to the other ship.
Okay.
I don't,
Now,
I-
granted, noticing this, I don't think your flying speed's
It's not fast.
Yeah, you're gonna
But
have.
if we're approaching,
You can get back there, but you're going to have to use something else to get back.
oh yeah, I have other things I can fly with, but this is the one I could do without having to cast another spell.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you would have to find something with the fire. I think Tag has a flying speed of 50.
I've got
pretty fast.
basically
Nimbus
fly through Storm Nimbus. It's just Storm Nimbus. It's fly with the extra steps.
Okay. You get to the vessel.
And I see whatever the other thing is on the vessel.
As you look over, there's holes in the deck, but there's nothing there.
I'll find Terry's face. And I was like, I need to re-roll this immediately. I'm gonna die. Oh, that would have killed me.
Put you unconscious again, yeah.
Yeah.
On a fucking minute. Oh no, your body was on.
Tag would have gone, and we wouldn't have had.
No,
Your
Tag
body
would have
would-
been gone.
Oh.
Well, yeah, after 6 seconds.
How much?
My health.
No. What was half?
23, 29,
46
29.
minus.
Yeah.
That's 40. That's
Okay, so
50.
there's nothing else on deck. There's just some gaps where there was something.
Yeah, so where Damocos and
Yeah.
you remember them describing that this
Other creature.
this other creature was. There's nothing there.
Okay.
It's all-
Well, no.
Do I know if they usually have like?
Oh.
Because usually they're pretty decentralized as far as their whole system goes. There's no front. There's no face. There's
Right.
just their body.
Right, they amalgamate
Uh-huh.
where they need their.
His mouth to me.
And they're able to speak common. I know it. And when they get larger,
Yep.
do I know they speak
Infernal,
anything
too.
else? Infernal? They're mimics.
You can try.
Maybe
You don't. You wouldn't
I
know
would
that
imagine Infernal or
because
Abyssal
they would be
probably
different.
Abyssal, probably.
They may be different than like you know of mimics from the astral sea. But you don't know if they've got a
If they're-
universal language.
That's true. That's true.
What's the name of our plane?
You can try.
Material plane. I'll start with common, just because that's the best place to start.
I thought it was called like Mundus or something.
Not the material plane.
What are you saying?
Gosh, I need to talk to a ship.
Greetings, great being would be a great place to start.
I don't know if
Stop! You're not there.
I don't know if they have egos or not. I've got 16 treats. I'll drop 4 of them onto the deck directly, just as a. I'm not gonna.
Hey, look what I've got.
Here's these. And they're what exactly are they?
Spam Masubis.
Spam masukas.
The
Yeah.
They're little rice
They-
patties wrapped with seaweed and fish.
ship like absorbs them, just kind of like little bitty mouths open up and like. He goes, you hear, are you a helpful spirit?
Oh, cool. It speaks language you understand.
Oh, great.
In common, and it's loud.
I'm
Like
like,
you can hear it talk from y'all's vessel.
You're just like.
What was another
what was
thing
that?
that, like the thing called thing spirits when it wasn't spirits?
I try to be.
Magic. It's my spirit.
There is something among my body that does not belong.
That's the revenue.
It sickens me. I must consume in order to maintain myself.
Can we remove your
Will
thorn?
you help me track down my prey?
Bottle of what? I know. I don't have one with me.
You do know where they're at.
I know where they're at. I'm working on it. Okay. I can't just abduct it.
If we put the ship in the bottom, would it?
Hold on.
Would it?
We gotta
would
fix it
include
first.
the revenant, or would it?
We're,
just, like,
I hope
leave
not.
it?
Hey, back to the ship. I'll just drop the rest of the
want the answer.
treats I
I
have
want
with
to
me.
in the bottle
and we can just
throw What away exact- my
bottle.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Bottle. Don't go.
So do you need to expunge this foreign body from yourself, or do you need assistance doing it?
It sickens me. My innards don't feel right. Something.
I can't believe that thing's still alive.
holy about it. It is
You got pincushion.
blessed with shining energy.
Who's okay? Okay, I believe I can help you. But I may need assistance. Is this going to be something that needs to happen immediately, or would you be able to give me some bit of time? We are pressed for
Are
time.
you helping me with food?
I can. It is within my abilities.
Very well.
2 servings coming up.
There is a large portion of food in front of me.
You
If
can't
I
have-
get much closer, my children may be able to board it.
yeah, please hold off on that large portion
You're
of food.
watching as the cannons are sliding up the rails like unnaturally.
And I'm like, that
Hey,
one.
get him to do the patrol ship.
I can't do that.
You're not awful good.
You know,
Fuck these people. You don't know them.
Who are you talking to? I'm not lawful good, but I'm not anything. I'm
you're not
good.
wrong. You're not fucked up.
I'm neutral good at best.
We gotta put
There
At worst.
is a little bit of something unnatural about this creature. Though.
I know. I'm like, I wouldn't attempt to consume that food up ahead. It
Yeah, you'll
doesn't
fight
taste
back.
good,
It
and
fights
it will
back
give you
hard.
worse indigestion than you already have.
Yeah.
I like to say I won't do without a fight, but
Imagine if it
Persuasion
ate the dragon mode.
Persuasion
us.
check. I don't.
If it got us, it had dragon modes, dude.
14.
Not much I have tasted is worse than this light flesh.
Yeah.
Try dragon mode.
This
Okay. Tabor. Tabor. Do you have that other character ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to draw a conclusion that it's pop. Well, okay, if that was Domino's that came off, and I was aware of the Radiant chasing him, the Revenant chasing him beforehand, anything Radiant blessed might be it. I don't know how much I know about. It's gone. It's below the deck now. Is the
Oh.
issue.
you got eaten.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I might need someone who's not attached to whatever happened at the dock. That or was it?
while you're trying to work this out, you see a burst of energy on the top deck, and like wood that appears as wood, but fleshy bits come apart, and a hand is reaching out and clawing out like
Oh yeah.
pulling itself up on deck, and it looks around this big ship thing, and you hear the creature cough. Oh,
Okay.
remove this
This thing. Okay.
Love to help you.
parasite of
We don't have to
holiness.
fight a revenant.
And it's looking down at the deck of this ship, and it's standing on the deck now, like plain as day.
Uh-huh,
And then it looks up.
Give me a sec. I gotta see what I have currently
Oh,
equipped.
shit.
Looks up
Looks
at
up
the sky.
at me.
At God?
No.
Hold on. Okay.
He's not that cool.
Okay. If we're on the deck, can I come around where I'm off the edge of the ship, facing across the midship, and hit the Revenant with an attack without catching the ship?
You can try.
I know. It's a really big attack is the problem.
He's angle up.
I don't be too close to it. Oh! I do that, but I use my more precise attack. That's not a cone.
Magic missile.
Sunstrike.
This is where clerics.
Kamehameha!
This is where
What
like
kind of damage is it?
clerics are the best.
Don't tell me
banishment.
radiant.
It actually might be radiant. I might not do
Deal with
that.
it for
I
10
don't think that
minutes.
would work very well if it was
Go
radiant.
somewhere else? No, we
probably
somewhere else's.
I think it's.
It's when it comes
Sunstrike,
back.
it's
Not a me problem.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Exactly. It'll come back.
Banish-
I
Oh,
don't
look,
look. I'm pretty
a
sure
cargo
it is
ship.
radiant. Actually, that's not gonna help me.
Or use
As you're watching, the hands are like glowing.
Mm-hmm. I think I could polymorph this thing.
Huh?
Yeah.
Certainly try.
I can certainly try.
Turtle.
Turn him into a fish. Chuck him in the ocean.
Turn him into a fucking land animal that is stuck at sea. Don't give him a fucking sea
If
animal
he
in
takes
the
one
sea.
damage, then
If he drowns,
Oh, it'll turn back?
Yeah.
It's gotta be able to swim in some capacity.
Oh.
That's why we didn't
Goldfish.
turn the fucking
goldfish.
crab
small.
into
Horse.
something.
Horse. I was gonna go with
Horses
a large
swim slowly.
moose. Moose?
Moose. Yeah.
Mooses.
Moose
Under-
are
those are
assholes,
submarines.
Actually, they are. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can polymorph the revenant.
They'll run on the bottom.
Divers in Canada
as you
have to
cast
be
the
careful
spell,
of underwater.
the helmet that is on this
That's
creature
wild.
glows in a bright flash,
Oh, okay.
and your spell sizzles. You can feel it hit the target, and it just
Oh, wrong type of damage?
no,
No,
it just
probably just immune.
dissipates over the helmet and washes away.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Storm Nimbus.
As you do this, it takes a stance, slides its back foot back, and you watch as one of its fists comes out and it points its fist at you, tilts its hand where its thumb's up, and then it reaches over, and as it reaches over, you watch this spectral light of a bow appear in its hand. And it pulls back and then releases an arrow. It, let's see, for a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
Or
You
just
watch
hit.
as this, y'all can see
Oh wait, did you
Right.
are you in equipment?
as,
Or are you
as
still on ball attire?
almost for a flash of
I've
light,
got
bright as day,
magical.
this
Oh, you know
piercing
what? Hold on.
white arrow,
If I'm back in the ship, I have my stuff.
Oh, thank God I
You need a
remembered.
time
Almost-
change?
I don't need it. It's just okay.
Orion,
It'd be higher than 14.
Okay.
almost reminiscent of a shooting star,
Mhm.
whizzes past your shoulder as you kind of like just lean in the air out of the way of the shot, and he's kind of like tilts his head and he holds his hand up, and you watch this energy had dissipated out of his hands, and then it like washes itself back over the hands again, and he reaches up again and pulls down for another.
I don't like that. I don't like anything that's happening.
How far is the boat at this point?
It's a good 200 feet.
Yeah.
That.
Let me.
Can you jump that?
Good
Throw
idea.
yourself.
I can't do that. That'd be cool as fuck.
Where is my Storm Nimbus?
You could if you were.
That means
Oh,
an
wait,
echo
that's
would be
here.
terrifying.
For it.
Summon the echo
Okay.
next to you. Switch
At the ball.
places.
Going back to the ball. While that's going on, Tabor. You finish your conversation with Abernathy. Who are you trying to converse with next?
Ix.
No, fuck him.
Any Chamberlain?
After a moment, you
Joe
see,
It is raining.
That fucking.
you see Rail walk in. Like, looks almost exactly like Rail until you catch his face, and there's a scar. Going
I go. I look at the big one. One. Look at the ranger guy with the arm. 2. Scrawny. 3. Mr. Number 4.
There's actually one more there.
You.
Is Echo?
There's one that looks pretty damn near close to me, but he looks gaunt.
That's the ranger.
Yeah, there's the tall, skinny
He's the one
guy.
who looks gaunt.
Not
Well,
gone.
skinny-
That's the skinny
tall,
one.
skinny
Yeah.
He already counted it.
Did you count the skinny?
There's
Yeah.
4 of them.
Oh,
There's 4 there, not you.
oh right.
All of them are there except for you.
There's not 5 of them, there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
I got confused.
He whispers something in Exaltu's ear.
Fucking reading that shit. Nah.
Nah, bro. He wouldn't let you.
I remembered
Roll
not
for
to open
perception.
fire on the ship yet.
That's 27.
Okay. He says the
I rolled
metals
20
are
to not
twisted
open
with the
fire
winds
on
of
the ship
tomorrow.
yet. I remembered.
let us see the knots of today, and our passage will be secure.
I hate Riddle.
God damn, he's speaking in code.
Thieves can't.
I have these can.
Oh, okay.
I'm a rogue.
Wow.
Yeah, a rogue that doesn't. Rogue that
I forgot actually. Like you're listening, and at first it doesn't sound like it makes sense. But
What are you talking about, homie?
he's you get the sense with what he's saying. He's telling Exaltu that with them leaving, rail alive, they have a path that allows them to make their way to the next point of their task.
Bro, do we have to kill you?
No, he attached something to rail, is what I'm getting at from it.
It opens the gate.
I like
Allows
that.
us to do our next.
Dude, let's cat research it.
That'd be a good time. I'm pretty much unconscious.
Y'all don't know.
As
No, I sealed up one of the.
I'm going to go to what was the lady's name?
Miss Balar,
Yeah, Miss Ballard.
Blood?
Talaria Balar.
Yeah. As I'm going there, I'm going to go. Orion, just give Rael.
Your hearing's up right whenever you're like,
Give Rael a heads up. I believe they're tracking him somehow.
I'm like, the Revenant's still alive.
I know. I'm done. Tell me in the morning. Give me the report in the morning, and I'm just done.
Cut the line! Cut the line! I don't.
Do
what
you
need
need
to do with
backup?
that Revenant? Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
I think we missed the
Dispatch
chance
people
on
that you don't
backup.
have out here?
Ooh, spiders.
he says that to you.
I know. I'm a little flustered.
Bro's in the middle of combat.
And you can see, and as you open your eyes for a moment, you do notice that Stephanie has been carrying cannonballs from below deck up and loading the cannons while nobody else has been messing with them.
I told you my role for that, and you just kind of ignored me, so I did other things.
Sorry, but that's what I was assuming she was doing. That's why she didn't help you. Good job, man. Good job.
Is he have any metal on?
Mhm.
Is he wearing any armor?
Metal helmet.
No, just the helmet.
Just the helmet? Is the helmet made of metal?
It's made of some sort of it looks like some sort of brass or
Adamantium.
bronze. There are no holes in it. The only hole that's in it is around his neck, and there's no eye holes,
Yeah,
mouth holes.
The neck hole? Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Okay.
They get around me, I'm gonna hug it.
Get away.
You know?
Swim.
I know, I don't know how well cannons swim. Which I'm gonna find out. I'll cast Gust of Wind. See if I can knock it off the deck.
All the little babies?
No, the Revenant.
Get the little
What kind of
babies
saving
too.
throw is that? Strength?
Probably a strength save.
The one thing he's proficient at?
Well, let's find out what I can do. Oh, good. Whoa.
Whoa.
Sick. Whatever you rolled, -6.
-6. Wow. Well, 24. So, what is your saving throw?
I think it might be 17. Let's find out.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
It is 17.
God
That's
damn.
super lame.
You.
Wait, can I use one of these tokens to force a reroll? I forget how this works.
No.
Yeah.
No, not on someone else.
No. You can
No.
only reroll for you.
Yeah.
No. He.
Well, it maintained. It's still there. It's
Right.
just a funnel of wind directly
Yeah,
out.
and he's sliding across the deck for a moment, and he just plants his foot.
Oh, that terrifying.
He looks up at you, and then he glances over, and
At my unconscious.
at the ship in front of you guys, and he steps and turns
You'll
to the
hear
side.
a
He
howling
pulls,
wind coming out the ship.
he pulls that arrow, and he fires, and y'all see this streak of light going straight towards the sails.
believe.
Alright, I'm done. I'm throwing fucking Molotovs now.
This is cringe.
Big cringe.
Cringe.
Yeah, y'all watch as one of the sails catches a hole in it, and it starts to lick on fire and spread a little bit.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
great. I love that.
And you see him, you see him work this out. He sees you,
Long.
you can see that he acknowledges you, and then he turns and instinctively changes what he's doing.
Now I rolled this with disadvantage, so you know. But does a 26 hit the Revenant?
From 200 yards away.
I have a 240 range. That's why I rolled it with disadvantage, because 120.
200 yards. 200 yards is
240
much
at
farther than 200
disadvantage.
feet. Which one are we talking
200 feet.
about? Okay.
It's 240.
I was like, 200 yards
Okay, what did
way
you
farther
throw?
away.
A Molotov.
Okay.
I'm gonna light the Revenant on fire because
Not the best option,
No,
but
he's
All right.
shooting at us.
You can roll your
Yeah, just
And he
right across the
I
dome.
did roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm rolling his saving throw for the fire damage, but the Molotov hits him, so you can roll pugilist damage for the bottle hitting him because that's a improvised weapon for you.
No, you.
Oh, you watch Dave. This arrow comes back and Dave's like, nah, and you see his ball, and you hear a and like flames.
Shit! Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage.
The flames don't last very long, though.
I didn't read the whole thing, but yeah, it takes.
The gust of wind is across him, so he'll take the fire damage, but he won't stay on fire.
Oh,
Maybe his
yeah.
backside
14
though.
damage.
Magical versus non
14 damage from.
Yeah, that's just
Okay.
regular. Unless it's
He
magic
rolled,
fire.
he rolled like a 27 on his saving throw with a 19 on the dice to avoid the fire. And y'all watch as the so you can see as the Molotov hits him, the bottle, he curls up his hands like this, and at the same time, his feet leave the deck just enough to hover over the flames, and you see the wind start to push him, and he puts his hand down, twists his waist, and lands both feet back down on the deck between two licks of fire before the wind blows it out.
Yo, was Arton
Does
always
the
this
26
cool?
hit him again?
We got. We're
not in combat yet. I hit once. I hit again. I got 2 more
Yo,
shots.
was Arton always this cool?
No,
We need to roll
he
initiative.
got a lot cooler.
Yeah, we're gonna have to roll
Okay.
initiative on that then.
I was like, this is getting kind of complicated as the time goes on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking throw all 4 bottles I had. Fuck that little. I hate him.
I hate
like
that man.
that.
Me and all
I
my
like that.
homies hate him.
Nemesis.
I know. I know. That's why I asked him.
Oh yeah, no.
Bias.
It's funny though. I don't think he has a way to hunt, unless he can fly, and then he'll just be
The thing
flying
is,
forever.
he doesn't
I
even
don't know.
know.
Is leaf hidden even from the gods?
Yes,
Yeah.
divine magic can't even send him. Divination.
Damn.
Yeah.
20,
Gravity is not even aware of it.
So.
Okay,
Float.
23.
23.
Physics.
And
Can't even find you.
Rail, I'll let you roll, but if you do enter combat,
I'm not going
that's
to.
where you're going.
Okay, yeah. So I'll roll, but I'm not going to.
You play Stephanie.
Should I roll damage for the second bottle?
Huh?
Should I roll damage for the second
Not
bottle?
yet.
I go last anyways. 11. I'm not entering combat. I know.
You could
Dave?
you could attack him a distance.
Initiative?
If it gets close enough.
Yeah. Is this
You
your
could fire a
multi-attack
cannon.
on the second one?
I guess so. I mean, I would throw
But
pretty quickly.
I don't know if you can hit the revenue with a cannon very easily.
I tried.
19.
I damn sure tried.
Huh?
19
That's good.
initiative.
Okay. All right. So I'm just we'll go with that. What was your?
27 to hit on the second bottle.
Okay, you do hit. Roll damage, and he's going to use his.
11.
What's going on?
Y'all,
Hit him with the
you
second
you
bottle.
watch
You
as
see
the
the first one
the
breaks,
first
and then
one
another
breaks,
one
and
breaks
then another
over.
one comes, and you see his head like lift up, and he reaches up and he grabs it
Oh
in
my
the air.
god!
2 more.
It's
That's my moxie point for the
well, I don't think you can throw weapons with your.
An
Oh,
attack
one, two.
action on your turn.
Why
I
does it
can
do
make
so
2 more
cool?
attack. Yeah, it's attack actions.
No, not attack actions. 2 more blows
Cooler
with your,
than
with
death.
your fists. It's like the old 1-2.
What's this as attack action?
Yeah. Okay.
His character sheet too.
Oh yeah.
But he did take. No, he has. What's it called? How much was your first attack damage?
The first one?
Yeah.
It was 9 plus 14.
Okay.
Oh, 15 because of the plus weapon drone master. And then the second one add 1 to that too because I forgot it.
Okay.
You know, Terry, right before we start this, we want to do food before we get into combat.
Is it ready?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, we're going to go. We're going to take a short break and then come back
I'm up
into.
next. I rolled a 23.
You'll come back. You'll be the one going when
Okay.
when we come back. You see the bottles come over. The first bottle come over, and the second one, the revenant catches it, and I got to roll to see who he's going to throw it at because he's going to use the momentum to throw the bottle.
What is that, a redirect missile?
Well,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be
Yes.
at
Oh.
disadvantage for him?
He has So I'll explain it to you in just a second.
Interesting.
And we're back.
It's not good.
We went ahead and got our you know,
We're on
our dinner
What's
and
that?
scarfing it down real quick so that we can get this underway. When we left off for the break, Dave threw her second Molotov at the creature. Orion is the only one that can actually see what happens here. He sees this revenant grab the Molotov and spin around.
Terrifying.
If he's throwing it back at us, he has disadvantage.
He can't throw it that far.
He's
but
not.
He can throw it at Orion.
Yeah, you're throwing it at me.
For a
700.
24 to hit.
Jesus.
God. Wow.
Bro got you locked in.
I rolled a 16 on the dice.
What's
yeah.
unarmored? Again, 10 plus dex.
God damn. For something he's not proficient in.
Oh, you're not wearing armor?
No. What's the unarmored
I
bonus
told you.
maximum?
10 plus your
10
dex
dex.
modifier up to a maximum.
It's total dex. It's whatever
It's
your
total
max.
dex?
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
your
If you're
dex.
not wearing armor, yeah,
Okay.
it's total dex.
So that puts me at 15 then.
plus 5.
Well, I have plus 4 dex, and I have 1 Ion Stone.
You,
Oh, yeah.
you kept that?
I put it in my pocket. I don't even have
Okay.
it rolling around my head while the ball.
I think it needs to be active, though. Isn't it always active?
When we've left, I put it up.
You know what sucks about monks compared to pugilists is monks don't get their max level. They don't get a D12. They only get a D10.
And the shield I have only pumps a plus 5, right? The
Yeah, it'll
shield.
increase +5 in the direction
Yeah.
you're facing. You take. I'm assuming you get hit.
Yes.
Okay. You take 14 bludgeoning damage. I need you to make me a dex saving throw in the air as a burst of fire explodes out around you.
Awesome.
You see your bottle go down on the deck, and then something happens, and it comes back up and hits Orion.
Fucking ricochets.
19.
Huh?
19.
Okay, you do manage to take half damage from that because of
Frag bounce.
it's only a 15 for the.
Okay, what was the initial damage?
It is 13.
It was 13 plus 15.
Huh? No, the DC was 15 because that's.
No, sorry. What was the bludgeoning damage?
Oh, the bludgeoning damage was just 13.
And you said the fire was.
I got to roll
Okay.
fire damage.
If
Yeah.
he had hit me, I'd have been knocked out. Just boom.
And you do take half of this. So.
They hear that bottle sound in the head, and they'll just.
It would have been 14 fire damage, half 7.
I'm like standing up.
Have you seen that one where they're all arguing? This lady gets hit by a fucking tire. It's just whack.
Oh, that's scary.
She just goes
Over.
down.
Yeah.
It's weird. I was like,
No.
A road tire?
Anytime I've seen that happen, the person never makes it.
Never.
If it comes off the side of the road randomly,
Tires are-
They hit her in the fucking
Velocity.
neck.
Yeah, she's
That's
done.
Instead of text, it says
deadly.
start
Yeah.
moving their rest stops and putting trees in between them.
Yeah. Because that shit is
Off the
not a
Tires
joke.
Tires removed from the vehicle have velocity.
They're all in
Anyways,
ass.
yeah, let's
Okay.
YouTube terms of service. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. I'm going to cast.
Okay, and it is your turn.
Okay. Now, am I on fire?
No,
That's good.
no,
That's only the
because you're in the air.
Okay, yeah, and there's something to burn
Yeah,
around me.
there's nothing for it to cling to. There's a few spots that you can smell a little hint of alcohol, but it didn't get a chance to completely flame on.
Hey, you can't say that. It's copyrighted.
Anyway,
It's copyrighted.
to
bro.
catch
Not
fire.
anymore. Not anymore.
It's still copyrighted.
They released copyright rights to Fantastic
did they
Four. That's
really?
why. So that's why they did the Deadpool with him and Deadpool.
Where is my? That's on here somewhere. I think it's one of my abilities. I think I'm just gonna cast something else. Okay.
You
well,
can't copyright like a little known phrase like that. It has to be like more than 15 seconds or something like that.
Paris
okay, we're
Hilton
going to.
PM'd or whatever. That's hot.
Yeah, but she can't sue people for saying that's hot.
I don't know.
It'll never stand up in court.
But she patented it.
Yeah, you can patent it,
What about
but you can't get.
Yeah, like
you can't strike somebody for something that's less than 11 seconds. That's why if you ever watch all those little GIF things where they do the little parts of the movies, it's always like 11 seconds and then pause.
Or it'll skip into
Yeah.
another,
Uh-huh.
Or skip like 5 seconds. Those are the weirdest things to try and watch. Disjointed, like just 5 seconds missing every now and then. You're like, what the fuck is happening?
Hold on. Spike growth.
Did I take a nap? What's happening?
Oh, let me get my signal spells.
It's like Memento or something in real life. Don't roll. We don't like that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't like when you roll.
Random rolls and the DM is bad.
Don't look at me while you roll things. I like that even less. Because when you look at me and roll things, your battery. Y'all, you must have turned on the auto turn off thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is when you look at me and roll, I die.
Spike growth.
You're close.
Yeah, just
I'm
about.
very close. I'm not.
Yeah, it's a good thing he couldn't hit the boat.
I'm really glad I pulled that legendary resistance out.
Ah, here it is.
Too bad Dave can't put out fires.
What do you mean?
Our sail's on fire. I can throw alcohol at it, but I don't think you want me to.
Throw seawater at it. We're surrounded by water.
How am I gonna throw water?
How wide is this ship?
I would take care of me in the
Holy shit,
boat.
I'm gonna figure
It's
this out. I'm
slightly
just gonna
smaller
throw
than
a
y'all,
ball
about
of
30
water.
something foot wide.
Alright.
About 34, 35 foot wide.
Pick up a cube.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Spike growth.
Bucket.
Okay.
It is a 20-foot radius. So I'll try to center as much as I can to cover the most of the ship.
Badass.
Okay.
Not even gonna lie.
He's close to the other edge, like the backside. Like if the gust were to,
Actually, I want to hold my turn to cast it until after the start of his turn.
yeah, if he fails the saving throw from the gust, he will go overboard.
Hey Terry, if I roll a natural 20, can I throw a chunk of water?
A chunk of
Do you have a chunk of water?
We're in the ocean.
Can you reach down and get some water?
Get into it.
You have to jump overboard.
Like a fucking.
Like, David, you can't grab water control!
Probably gonna do that soon anyway.
Like a
Okay, so I'll prepare to cast Spike growth onto the ship.
Now with the spell,
I'm
you prepare-
spinning a slot, yeah.
Yeah.
Rip
So that's
reality
fine.
up.
Okay, no matter what happens. I already rolled the saving throw for the gust of wind.
funny you said that.
That's what I rolled the dice for.
Comic zone.
He failed.
Oh, even better.
So he hits the rail,
You don't
rolls
do
over
that
the
shit.
end, and you hear a in the water,
Okay.
Remember what I was talking about
Great.
before about
and you hear, oh, that's better. Now,
Oh, yeah.
Taylor against you guys?
I'm like, can you please attack the man in the water? And I can give you as much as you want, I promise.
I'm not eating that. Are you
No.
kidding me?
Well, I'm assuming he actually does it. Just, can you pummel it?
Mimics usually attack things.
Ah, that's a good point. Alright.
It's my turn.
I will bring myself around.
If you guys aren't trying to attack the mimic ship,
You know,
Get
did they
into
see
combat.
the glowing thing fall off the side of the ship?
yeah, well,
Does he sink?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, what do I see?
Oh, just lands on top of the water
Oh,
and
I
looks
see.
back up at you.
Depending on what type of blood hunter he is, I just fucking.
He's gonna be on our ship in a second.
No.
Honestly, the best option.
I'm gonna haul myself up
It wouldn't be the worst option because it means the mimic wouldn't attack us.
downstairs, and I'm just gonna throw myself in my room, and I'm just gonna take control of Tag.
okay.
My
You
consciousness
see
will
through
be.
Tag's eyes, and currently he's currently taking Domikos and placing him where he looks like he's whole, like together, and he's like putting his arms crossed over his chest and everything else and whatnot. And he goes, well, it's unfortunate. You were young. I'm sure you probably never got a chance to use this. And he pats him on his little. But I hope you do in your next life.
At that point, I'll take
And you
it.
say, you hear, and for a moment you're off. Fuck.
I'm just kind of.
What was he doing in Domino's?
He was placing him right for the most part. And so with that, I'm gonna run back upstairs. I'm gonna grab a bucket on my way. I'm gonna go down, scoop a bucket, fly up, and throw the water on the sails.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
I should really be proficient.
One.
10, 14.
Okay. Yeah, you splash and the fire on the sail goes out, and you hear Captain go, "Oh, I was really worried about that. I appreciate that so much. I will allow you to select something from the souvenir shop for free. Whatever you want. Plastic swords, little spongy gun thingies,
bucket
or
wizard
what-
Biggest cash register.
Fucking just.
No, we don't give away. That was a good bucket.
It floats.
I'm not going back to get it. There's things in the water right now.
There is things in the water.
There's always things in the water.
Did the Revenant sink?
You don't know. It's over. I mean, the ship is big, and he was on the opposite side. So when he fell over the rail, it's the other side of
Did
the
I
ship
see him leave?
from where you were. You,
Because I had 2 more Molotovs.
roll me a perception check.
I have to actively summon an echo to access the armory, right?
Yes.
14?
What's your guy doing? Is he on the ship?
You
I
didn't
have
see
no idea.
fall over.
It's EP.
You don't see him where you saw his head
This is
moments ago when you threw the Molotov.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to throw it again.
So I changed his mask to have the bomb.
Are we fighting the ship, or...?
We don't know.
You don't know. You can't really converse with Orion.
And, I mean, you see me floating in midair, and you see something else fall off the side of the ship.
But you're not fighting it?
I'm not doing anything to the ship, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Because my gust of wind is basically invisible on your side.
The next turn, the fire would have licked a little bit more on them. All right.
I'm gonna land and man one of the cannons and just kind of have it pointed in that direction.
At the other ship.
At where the last I saw, well, I guess I
You're
didn't see
watching
it.
these other 2 ships, and one of the ships, the other 2 patrol ships, is closer to you than the ship that's attacking you guys. They've managed to cut across the bay in a different direction and head you guys off.
Okay, I'm gonna go and try and I'm gonna try and flag them down.
You hear, raise your sails and drop your anchor. We are going to board you and do an inspection for explosives and other munitions.
How close are they?
They're doing it with thaumaturgy again. So they're probably about 130, this ship is. The other one, you watch as the other one rolls up next to this other ship.
Oh.
Don't make this more pleasurable
I'm
for me.
almost like,
This other ship
stay away.
says, please drop your... You hear the other ship saying, like, mimicking the same lines, right? They're like... And you watch as these cannons, all, like, the ones on the right side roll over to the left side. And they're all over the left side. You see, like, 8, like...
It's like can fire. That's what I was wondering.
And these little balls stick to the side of this other ship. And you just see them... You start seeing the...
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm
afraid
gonna,
of.
like, get up and I'm gonna fly towards the patrol ship. I was, like, gonna be like, the other ship is a mimic!
It's a demon! They
gonna
start
say,
pulling
isn't
the
it
rifles.
It's like, fuck, alright, fine, fuck you guys.
You hear like 3 or 4 shots real quick, but they all rolled a 6 and below.
Fuck off, I guess.
They were hurt. They were fucking terrified, dude.
Yeah, I would
Fucking
say
devil
tag.
flying out there.
Motherfucker, they have a high
Is it- does
population
it-
of tieflings.
Does he glow
He's
green?
glowing.
Green.
Is he still spectral?
Yeah, kind of like a. He's not. He does not look. He looks like
Incorporeal.
slightly. I would say slightly. He's got a physical form. Think of a full body version of like Ghost Rider's part of the flame that's licking on him, but he's still got the human underneath.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. So we go back to Tabor. And again, at any point in time, yeah, you find yourself shipping champagne, talking to Lady
Like I've
Galar.
knocked the Revenant off the ship. Oh god, the ship's attacking the patrol. I told them not to get this close. The Revenant is currently out of my line of sight.
Yeah.
They think I'm a demon!
Hey.
I just look off in the distance, out the window. I go.
You feel a slight tickle, like a slight tickle, as you're. At first, you think it might be the drink or something like that, and Mrs. Lady Balar smiles at you. She says, "Sounds like you're having an interesting conversation."
Do not talk to me.
How can she eavesdrop?
That's what the tingle was, I bet.
Oh, maybe she's reading your mind.
That is a good way to stay ahead politically.
And as the conversation
I
goes
smile
on,
and go, and I just go, interesting trick in my head.
it's good for whenever you want to get the news on the common things going on. There are 3 people here that actually have a really well put up defense against it. But I'm not going to say you're weak-minded, but you're arguing with yourself a lot of the time. I wouldn't say arguing, but at ends with your own thoughts.
In my mind, I go,
Almost like your mind's not always your own.
well, it's my little secret. Should I just
We all have them. Sorry. You can call me Talara.
Hello, Tara. Maxwell.
Maxwell. I see you have a lovely lady. It's quite unfortunate.
Huh?
She smirks a little bit. She's older, got the wrinkles in certain spots and whatnot.
Well, maybe for a different life.
Oh.
But I was like, one could say a smile, and as I look at Zaltu and is like just dead behind me, I'm assuming,
Yeah,
and I just smile and I goes, I think it's more of a fortunate for me.
As if.
Fortunate for you. How so?
Lasagna.
Dude, I told you I love lasagna.
That's just so good.
I'll eat too much of it.
I could eat that. I could kill the whole pan.
I would have. I literally would have.
I'm not going to
Done it
say
before,
any
so
words,
I'm
but
not.
since she's
I haven't
able to
thought
read
of
my
it.
mind, definitely when I lock eyes with him, the sense of the thing she would get for surface thoughts is
Just like 7 days.
fucking just loving the fact that he's just pissed. That's all too.
She keeps talking to you like politely, but in your head you can hear if you're worried about someone finding out what we're talking about. We can converse this way, but keep up
So-
appearances.
So how I'm going to
curious.
do it, since I'm proficient at Thieves' Camp, I'm going to be talking in a conversation to her, but what I'm actually, like, basically a different conversation's happening in our mind.
Right. You're placating in a political conversation in real life, but there's something else going on in your head, conversation-wise.
And I go,
Subterfuge.
just for once, it's I find it enjoyable to find things enjoyable whenever I surprise people. They don't expect it whenever they try to predict everything.
Right. Well, some of us have to make our own luck. And then she
The player in me.
she looks over your shoulder and you see her eyeing Charlotte again.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, so with you being a lord of, are you elite?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, with you being a lord of the elite man, you would be the older brother, right? Yes. How come you're not in charge of the Lee family estate?
I've spent a lot of years not being part of this world and sailing and having adventures. As you can definitely tell from the previous conversation that my group is doing bullshit.
What do you mean?
We're doing what we all
Fireworks. Any of the conversations you heard? Was that you on the fireworks? Yeah, that was us. We're being told by a revenant and a mimic. What the fuck is going on?
Literally out of our control.
We just do our thing, man.
The situation is being handled currently.
We
Yeah.
were leaving.
Yeah.
I only stepped back into
We
this
didn't want to
light
get fucked around, but we got
because my
fucked
brother
around.
to call upon me.
So you're marrying Chamberlain from the Chamberlain estates.
And to piss off Dixon.
Yeah, not really too much interested in that aspect of it. As I look over back to the Zaltu,
She turns away, and then this is all happening in y'all's minds. So y'all aren't talking in much. She turns away. She goes, well, that's unfortunate because we were actually hoping you might be able to bring back the fruit because our wine cellars are becoming dry.
well, if that's the case, I can definitely I'm not saying it's impossible. There's a slight possibility I might be able to. I do have a druid in my retinue. I don't know exactly. It would take me doing some research. But if you're interested, and there's definitely profit and business to be made on that, I'll look into it.
She just like turns back and kind of smiles at you, but she's not talking. Like acting like she's not talking to you anymore. She grabs her arm piece, which is her husband. No one ever introduced him. It's like, whatnot.
He's armed candy.
Huh?
He's armed candy.
Yeah, and she starts walking off, and as she's walking off, she goes, "As long as I make profit, I don't mind sharing it."
Neither do I. When money flows, all parties are happy.
Give me that fruit.
Spade. You're the first person that gets the fruit to make liquor out of.
Give me that fruit.
But getting the fruit is the problem.
I know.
We already both seen what happened to the fields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Heavy cannon fire and flames, and
Guess I'll go to the last interesting party. I got 2 more people to stop by. We're about pretty much done.
back to the boat.
Like when we're about
That was
that was the gate.
Fire. I'm holding a cannon right now.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You help?
It's already loaded.
Dude, if you fire that, it's gonna kill you.
You hear?
No, I'm tagged right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I threw myself in my
Is
bed.
the
just
captain of the
just
ship
the damage
available?
from firing
Anchor
it.
your vessel. Get your men and your demon off of the cannons.
I'm not aiming at them. I'm aiming at the mimic ship.
I'm too far away to intervene on any of that.
You're watching as the other one, as the mimic leans over, and you see the side of the mimic
Oh
leans
my
over to the other ship, and the
God.
side of the mouth, the side of the ship just opens up, and you see teeth just start crunching onto the other ship.
I'm
You
like,
hear
run
men-
away!
Men screaming and whatnot.
You
And
should
he's-
have been
And he
the
looks,
ship.
and you hear him tell you, "Thank you, friend, for feeding me."
I'm like,
You're welcome.
I wasn't trying to.
and I'm like,
Here,
I'm not gonna say this wasn't me.
guys,
Own
Because
it. Just own it.
I know, I'm like, I just gotta own it.
It's a monster! You're like,
I'm like,
the
I
other
told you
ship-
to run!
We're paid to investigate.
And the other ship turns and starts opening fire on the mimic.
Nice.
Like it starts opening its cannon fire on the mimic. These are small patrol boats. They're meant to be fast. They're not like big
Does it have like,
warships.
does it have like those little like small cannons?
Yeah, they got the little fletchet cannons and they have a not a
Little
trojan, a
40
little
millimeters.
ballista on the top.
Oh,
Like
ballista,
they
yeah.
got like 2 cannons on the side, a little fucking fletchet cannon, and a ballista on like mounted on the back. It's a full size ballista that can rotate all the way around.
Ballistic.
I was about to say.
I'm
what?
sorry.
I know. What did he say? Like chasm. That's what he said.
Brazier.
And brazier.
I actually say things the way I picture the words in my head.
Oh no.
Okay. Alright.
So you read speak.
Kind of, yeah.
I can't stop mid-air cannon fire. I'm just like, oh.
Sexual.
But he got his snack, so.
Oh, I was supposed to say, don't worry, the monk can't, but he's not.
It doesn't take long. This
I know.
ship is like
Cannonball,
halfway
nope.
done. Crunch.
Cannonball.
Crunch.
Right? I'm like, but I don't see Orion do anything, so I'm like, and the ship was talking.
And in your mind, you're just like, what would Orion even do?
Now,
Not even. I'm like,
after it gets a little more than halfway, the teeth open up a little bit, and the teeth themselves just kind of like flex and like fold outward, and like the tongue slicks out. You watch it wrap around and just start pulling it in.
I hate mimics, dude. Mimics are so weird.
but I'm taking mental notes. Mimic
Wait.
ship.
Can I see this from my distance?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
this
it's
is
not.
Creepy. Oh
It's
my
not like it's not hiding itself at all right
Start my
now.
own
It's
Monster
like
Hunter journal.
slurp. And it takes probably about 30 seconds for it to eat.
Can eat.
Getting the guards make it off.
There's no one near
There
me.
are
I'm
people
just
in this
freaking
water.
out. Like, what is
It's like
that?
swimming.
Do I see the Revenant anywhere in there?
Yeah, I'm looking for that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's crawling up the side of our ship right now.
You know?
Locate person.
Okay.
Need the details.
Yeah, read me the details.
I do have that. It's only 1,000 feet, which is why I couldn't find you.
Oh.
I think I've actually got the details.
Oh, I don't know. There's a revenant person.
Like,
He was.
But still,
there's
like,
no stipulation of what kind of person.
I
That's fair.
Checks out.
I'm not gonna go against the players. I am the player.
Is what you would call a justical. There are specific types of them.
I hate it. I don't like that.
Let's locate creature.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah, just describe or name a creature that is familiar with you. Says creature.
Okay.
Checks out.
I guess you would get like a ping.
Yeah. The spell can
Radar,
locate a specific creature, so as long as it's in range.
Bing.
Hold on, let's see. You can sense the direction of the creature, and if the creature is moving, you know the direction. So I know where it's at and which way it's moving.
It's so it
Where it's at
is.
direction.
It is under the ship, like the mimic ship, and it is moving toward y'all's ship,
Okay.
but it is moving slowly, and it is really far down, like almost outside of your range.
Okay. I got 1,000 feet.
Yeah, y'all are out in the fucking water. Y'all are almost into the open ocean, so it's like.
Bro just
walking.
Bro just
He's
walking.
doing the
Caribbean,
Caribbean,
just-
walking under the water.
How is he gonna get up to the ship though?
It's just boing.
I don't like that.
Torpedoes up to the bottom of the boat.
Right.
He's got a metal condom on his head.
Ping.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Are we?
One of the Tagger's crew comes back and says, "Hey, why do we got this brass rivet in the bottom of the deck of the ship?"
This weird brass
You just
ribbon
see
is
he's like
leaking.
flailing behind.
Just kick it. The ship heals.
Before you're with the halberd. Ping. Ping. Ping.
No, use a shotgun.
have one of those.
Okay.
Someone does.
No.
The mimic ship seems
Nice.
occupied for
Yeah,
the
They always
moment.
have shotguns.
I'm gonna go back to our ship.
His do.
It's gone. Nathan's shooting.
Are we still in combat? Is this more fluid?
This is more fluid. Yeah,
Okay.
y'all are in any imminent danger. This creature is not trying to attack you.
I feel not that. I feel in danger. I just saw weird shit happen. Dave's not
See,
cool.
I don't feel that.
You've seen
I've never seen the mimic. Mm-mm.
You've seen sea creatures and stuff in the ocean.
That is not a fucking sea creature.
Oh, one time she doesn't want to fish it up.
It ate my lure.
It ain't more than that, but
The fishing story, Dave. The fishing story.
Let's go get a different fishing story.
You're like, I have a strange
What is Dave
proposition.
No one's around me explaining what I'm seeing, so I'm just terrified.
Yeah,
I'm here.
I land on the ship.
You went down to your.
Tag's there,
Yeah.
not
No, yeah, tag,
Oh.
but tag is me as far as you understand.
Fuck
Okay.
is that?
And I'm like,
Dave,
tag, Dave.
wrong.
Oh, it's you?
It's
Okay.
me.
Rail, we have a strange opportunity at hand.
Okay.
The mimic ships, unbeknownst to, I think most of us at the time, is willing to negotiate.
Okay.
We have an opportunity
Two.
to acquire the use of a mimic ship.
Okay. How?
Well, now is not the time to work the details out. Now is just time to clear out so we can try something.
Okay. What do you have in mind? You want me to shoot it?
Yeah.
As I re-angle the cannon. Just-
What part of what I just said was shoot
You're
it?
watching as the cannon. You look over and you see the cannonballs moving around the other ship and eating the parts of the other ship that aren't being devoured by the
Oh.
main ship.
I don't like that.
We could use that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And what?
We're just gonna have
anything.
How?
Every month, one crew member randomly disappears.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, but how are we gonna negotiate with it?
Feed it.
We need to have a chance to figure it out. It's probably just food.
Okay.
I brought food on. It was like, oh,
It started talking to you.
how can I, are you good? I don't know what sort of intelligence they have, but it's enough to be negotiated with on some level.
Okay. Well, can we go?
Well, I would need to.
Yeah,
Because
and
this patrol
You'll
boat's
see the
not
other
going to
patrol
light.
boats like firing cannons towards this freaking mimic creature now.
How close are the other patrol boats?
They're broadsiding this mimic now. So that y'all are
The one
within.
being
Y'all are
being
within
beaten, or the
a
other
couple
one?
100 feet of each other now. All 4 ships are within
Okay.
a couple hundred
Let's
feet.
leave.
3.5.
I'll get close enough to the other ship. Cast wall of ice around it. I don't think I can actually do that. But now technically you want to get with it. I don't think there's a solid surface below it.
I'm gonna get reported about my ship's attacking other ships.
Well,
That would be kind of tame on our part, just attacking another ship. We need to like
I haven't
blow apart
attacked
a town.
I haven't even attacked it.
Oh,
I want
wait.
to disintegrate this ship.
We already put on a fucking light
Wait,
show.
that's
That's good
weird.
enough, I guess.
Yeah, you got
Dome, spear.
We should get our own fireworks that explode into a skull.
Well, Tabor being in
Doom
town,
breakers.
he can probably like manipulate the story too. I mean, the fireworks were to get the weird creature's attention.
Could I
and get
use-
him away from the bay.
Could I
Get it away
target
from the bay.
cone of cold down and try to freeze the water around the ship?
You can certainly try.
You know, it's already attacking it with the issue.
And one of the ships is almost gone already.
I know.
Just leave.
There's no helping it. The thing is, we still gotta do something.
We could just go.
Well, I mean, we're actively moving. We're actively leaving. The problem is the patrol ship is here.
He's getting
And
eaten.
it's no. There's two.
Can
of them.
you put
One is
the-
being eaten. The other one is
Can
But
attacking.
you
they've
put the mimic
redirected
in
their
the
attention
ship
to
of
the
bottles or bottle of ship holding or whatever?
Yeah, but we
takes
don't know about that.
That takes 8 hours.
That
let's
can't
leave.
it can't happen
Yeah, we
right
don't
now.
know.
Let's go.
They
somewhere
don't
else.
trust us.
It hasn't come up. Honestly, it's the biggest thing.
I'll be honest with you.
They don't.
We discovered it,
if
and
I
then
can
we just
kinda
forgot
upcast
to
that.
include people because we mainly got busy with
Is
other
this a
shit.
radius spell? Okay.
I mean, Dave was excluded because I trust her.
I'm gonna use my other
But
fifth
there's
level
some
slot to
things
cast
I
100
know that
radius,
she probably
100 foot
doesn't
radius
need to
fog
know.
cloud.
Oh, nice.
The
Okay.
last thing I need is where the fuck did the third one
So I'm
go?
like, surely the mimic ship can figure out where we're at.
Exactly.
Everybody's
Okay,
drowning
actually, I'll go
liquor in
back
a
to the
tiny
mimic ship
little
first.
bottle.
Cast it where we're going, so we have to steer into it. But as long as we have a straight heading,
Okay.
that's all we
These are
need.
precious bottles.
Okay. You're just trying to get y'all to escape the
Yeah,
mimic
we're-
ship and everything else.
We're just trying to get us, the mimic ship, and so the patrol can just fuck off, saying they've done their due
It's like a
diligence.
toddler and a gun.
Okay.
You let them fire the gun once, so they know they don't want to
See
do
if
it
the
anymore.
Patrol ship can. What's your DC?
17.
Just to give me a context on whether the patrol ship is able to follow or not. All right. Yeah, you put a fog cloud around the area once y'all have y'all straight heading. Do you say anything to the mimic?
I give Taggart a heads up, and then I go over to the mimic ship, and I use my own, compass that I have for my astral, my star map, to give it directions if it needed. I don't know what level of tracking.
Right. You hear the mimic ship going. You have kept your bargain, feeder. I will make one deal with you. What do you wish? What would you like?
Your attach ship.
Would you like to ally with our crew?
He takes a moment as you guys are sailing, and I'm assuming at this point in point in time, you guys are past the fog cloud. You're side by side. You look over and you see the other patrol ship has come out of the fog cloud, going
We
in
need to go see the
another
other ship.
direction.
I know.
No, the
I
other
need to go
ship
pick
is
up
gone.
the dude that abandoned the
Yeah.
ship.
You got knocked.
Yeah.
Fucking pick up those people that
And
bandaged.
you're hearing like the bell going off and like freaking the donuts going overboard and whatnot off in the distance.
Yeah,
The
you're gonna have problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on top of that.
Yeah.
I was
It
born
was a military
a
exercise.
small.
If you can do it, I can.
Right?
I was born a small vessel, and I grow. And when I consume, I grow. I will ally with you, feeder, if you continue to feed me.
At this point,
How would you keep me around?
if I can ask others persistence in this negotiation if we're able to talk to anyone else on the ship. Like Rail.
I'm just kind of like standing at the railing, just
Tag.
as tag, yeah.
I obviously have no mimic expert, so I don't know how much they eat, at a time, how much is needed. If they're more like
How much would I know about mimics in general?
Yeah,
Not
like-
this specific
snakes, where they have to just eat a little bit.
They don't necessarily like consume inanimate objects. They have to have like life force of some sort or whatnot. You get the sense that some of those people that were on that vessel probably.
Oh, yeah, I'm very aware of that. I'm just wondering, are they like snakes where they can eat a good chunk and then be good for a long time? Because if they hang out in dungeons, certainly there's not a continuous
Right, but that's also
stream of.
you know that those are small mimics and they live for hundreds of years off of like morsels.
Mhm.
The larger they are, they consume much more, but they don't things mimics this size could consume like monstrosities and you've even heard in the astral sea of mimics that eat dragons.
But it can't eat stuff like the Justicar because that makes it.
At this moment, I'll interject and I'll be like, Mimic, how big of a vessel would you need to consume to not be hungry?
You don't get
Number two.
Orion, ask the Mimic what size vessel it would be to consume to not be hungry.
Also,
What's your
locate
dietary
person
restriction?
lasts an hour. Locate creature. Is it an hour or 8 hours?
Unnatural 20 to 50.
1 hour.
Now
Look
you
at
fish,
person
you're
last
gonna
an
pull up fucking Arton, bro.
I rolled a 2 on the decision.
Stop
No.
making decisions.
What do y'all keep an eye on it, maybe? What's Stephanie doing right now?
The one that usually keeps an eye on me isn't here.
Yeah.
Stephanie's in the middle of trying to get her armor on. Because apparently
We need to get her the amulet of doffing and donning.
What's that?
Brother, she
Oh,
you
armor.
can't
Oh, yeah.
wear it.
God, you son of a
I know.
fancy magic!
She just needs
Brother,
armor. She just needs
she
armor
got
that's
on the
easy
ship,
to take off.
got her armor on, and then we sell. She got her armor off.
Damn it. We need to
She
find
got
some
her
sort of
she got her
solution.
armor off.
She's a tank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
we
was back
need
in
to
the
find a
dress.
solution for that.
As y'all were getting ready to bed down.
Well, I mean, what about an
And then they
armor
noticed the
like
ship.
plate of donning and doffing?
Yeah, where the magical armor is just contained to the armor itself.
Can she
Well, you can see
Unless-
if you can forge something, maybe.
Unless,
I think the problem though is she can't attune to the item.
well, some
If it's
those
not-
things like that don't need attunement.
Yeah, they don't need
sometimes.
to.
Anyways,
Yeah,
I
need
relay
that
the
for
message
her
to the ship.
board guy.
I think that the armor doffing is actually only taking off.
Yeah, take it off really quick. Putting it on is the same.
Anyway,
That'll still be useful for
Mimic
you guys.
It's got a zipper up the side.
It'll still be useful for you guys.
And the Justicar is below y'all's vessel, but it gets too far away for you.
oh, so,
Okay.
So it's too far away from my fishing line too.
so
Good.
you think? Anyways, what's the Mimic say?
Yeah, I'll relay the message to the mimic, asking, how much it consumes. What did you? How much
A
it?
vessel, because I figured that that's what it would understand. What it
Yeah.
thinks in terms.
Okay, what size vessel do you need to sustain yourself?
The vessel is only replacement parts for damage done to the.
A vessel of
The flesh is what
Okay,
What-
so
sustains.
give me a fish. Somebody give me a fish.
You see me under this.
I'm like, do you have?
I rolled a 9.
Throw me a sandwich or
Well,
something.
they got a
Fireworks
bag
and all
of cold
sorts
and
of shit
food
going
in it,
on. I don't
don't
think
you?
that's like fish out right now.
I might walk out over to Dave. Dave, what do you got? What do you got in your bag, Dave?
I got.
You know the rules.
Don't we have a
Not allowed
shark?
to share your
I
bag
don't care
with
if
anyone
it's
but
we
me.
have a shark
I
or
don't care if
something?
it's like fish or a sandwich.
We got shark.
What's up?
Give it to me. Give me the shark.
We're just trying to figure out if
What
what
we
they
got?
have and
40
what she
pounds
has.
of good fish. We got 20 pounds of tender dragon meat.
Give me
You
20
got-
pounds of good fish.
Okay.
And I take the 20
It's
pounds.
a single
and I
tuna.
fly over and I go, mimic, eat. And I throw the fish on the deck.
There's fish on the deck.
Yeah, I'm like, let me do the talking. Right?
Orion, ask the mimic.
I know. So, this fish we brought you here, a good sizable piece. How many of those would you need per day to sustain yourself? If it's 20 pounds, approximately 20 pounds of
20 pounds.
meat.
I mean, this might be
Just stand
your break.
just floating in air, just
We haven't even had a chance to talk
I hear
either.
they ate like. Do not understand this question.
Let's see.
I understand. Mimics
doesn't
don't
know
think
how
in
much it
terms
is.
of amounts. They just eat.
Eat. Please consume this fish if you would like it. How much does it fill you?
It does not.
As it's dead.
It has no force of life.
Ah, okay.
Go
We're gonna
down,
have to feed it our enemies.
grab the fish off of the deck.
I
There you
understand.
go, Dave. Here's the fish.
As we're
That
interrogating
creature-
the dog.
That touches me has a force of life. I could consume that and it would keep me for 20 days.
What do you say?
Okay.
What do you say?
So a like normal sized creature.
No, that creature that touched me was abundant of life. I tried to eat it earlier.
Oh, that thing. The revenant.
No.
No,
Oh.
Me!
Oh, you.
not you.
Tag specifically.
Okay.
I have not tasted anything like that since the last creature from the 9 hells I swallowed. Almost doubled my size.
Okay.
It consumes vitality, and that's directly linked to the soul. So I can't beat a tag.
Okay.
Not that tag would allow it, but you know. No, he wouldn't allow it. He just
If I were a smaller form, I would eat. I would consume less.
Technically, put him in stasis.
Don't look at me.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You know
What do I know?
about the bottles.
I know that. I can't just stand there for 8 hours.
You don't
and-
have to. It just has to touch it for 8 hours.
You think they'll just let it happen?
Yeah.
The ship won't magically be under our control.
Yeah, I know, but he just said if he was smaller, he would eat less.
The bottle puts it in stasis.
Then he wouldn't have to eat, and he'd just be hungry whenever we let him out, and he would just eat somebody.
Well, we could work that out if that's what you want to do.
We have this conversation.
You tell him about the bottles, and he
I'm like,
freaks
that
the
sounds
fuck out
great.
about it.
Wait.
You want to do it that way?
Yeah,
But we're
this
not.
creature's like,
Okay, so we're not going to be constantly using the ship. You just want to bring it out.
Times of need.
Okay.
That way
perfect.
he
Yeah.
gets hungry,
We're
we
just gonna
feed him,
Pokeball
That
it.
sounds
and then he's not hungry when he's tiny.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That sounds
Just gonna
great.
Pokeball it.
I believe we could work out an agreement of a sort where
okay, I will tell you, you know this much. With that bottle, during a certain amount of time, your ship can morph into whatever ship is in one of those bottles.
He knows.
You
Yes,
know that.
I
So
know.
if you
Yeah, that's what I'm
wanted
saying.
to change the ship into a mimic ship temporarily, you could.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering, if you could just switch back and forth without an issue like that.
Well, I'm not saying there won't be
Well,
any
yes,
issues.
but
I'm saying that technically this creature is classified as
your
a ship.
responsibility.
It
okay.
is classified as a ship. I didn't think about that whenever I made it.
Yeah,
It is a monstrosity
I know.
and a ship.
And I'm like,
I've been thinking about the whole time.
Rail, in the captain's quarters, slide open the panel on the right side, you push it in, you turn slightly, and it pops out. Grab me the bottle that's back there, just the one.
Talk about this later.
Oh, that's why you were worried about me finding one of the bottles.
Yeah, it's in a hidden compartment.
Okay, there's
You
a
gotta go
bottle
look
with
for
the
'em,
ship
but
in it.
You're gonna find other bottles that's
Two
gonna pique
empty
your
bottles.
interest before
I'll
you
take
find
one.
that.
Exactly.
And yeah, it's like
Like if I
this-
tell you about it, it makes it pointless when it's hidden.
I'll explain it later.
Yeah.
You gotta pull the cork and put the nozzle of it onto the deck of the ship.
It's gonna eat it.
We gotta tell. He's gonna tell.
There's no life force on it.
Yeah, he won't eat it.
And with what you did and everything else, you don't get a reaction out of the other ship at all. You don't get a reaction on the mimic ship at all.
Well, I know if it takes an 8-hour process, I have no idea what's going to happen. I've never seen it happen.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It is stuck to the ship though. Like you can't physically pull it off right now.
I'm just gonna like,
Sure, that's supposed to happen.
I'll sit with the mimic.
Tag us.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. Well, no, if we don't take a ship.
Either, can I consume this? Is this food?
No. Well, actually, tag? You can always bring tag back.
No, we
No?
can't. It feasts on a life force, which is the soul.
Yeah, that's true.
And tag,
You could remove your herpes.
You could.
tag is very useful. Annoying, but
You can
very
feed it. It's
useful.
your shield. You can get rid of your shield. Get rid of the shield.
Oh, dude, that would probably
Let's
give
just
it
get
way
rid
too
of the
much.
Yeah, bro, a fucking Bail, not just a Baylor.
No,
a
that would
shield
give it
as
way too
Mobius?
much. Do not give it that.
Homie,
We
got
haven't
both.
thought about that so far.
Well,
This
if it
is
gets
just
no. If it
out of game
gets
speculation.
Hey,
No.
you're not there.
I know, but out of character, if it gets super big, we might be able to fight Dragon Mommy over with my fucking card.
Oh my
card bell.
god, that would be insane. Just
I-
you
might-
want to fight?
Go get him.
the ship just goes. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. No.
That's how no tells
You
where it
cannot eat
opens
it.
up from the bellows of the other ship.
You cannot consume him. He is important to us. Important to you in the future.
Call me Feeder 2.
Feeder 2.
Not Feeder 2. Feeder as well.
Feeder 2 it is.
His name is Feeder.
What?
Is this creature's name Feeder?
Actually, we
Say
should go
no.
over that. My name is Orion. His name is Rail.
The
One of
Okay,
us is
Rail.
named Rail.
Oh yeah. If this is the other. If this is. I don't know.
I'm. My consciousness is
Yeah,
inside.
and
Tag
I don't
now.
think I would know how that worked exactly.
Well, I
No
would
one
say
does.
like one
Yeah.
of
I don't-
us.
I don't
like-
think he knows how
But
that
which
works.
one is it? Sensing? Can it sense?
Rail's
both
gonna
of
end
you?
up being Legion.
We are.
Yeah.
A Legion of Echoes.
And I'm staying on the ship deck as well.
Don't give him an army.
You do notice after about an hour or so that it is notably smaller.
I know.
And you look down and you're seeing like a little bit of the wood is like being sucked into the nozzle of the little thing. But it does, and
It's
through
like a
your
progress
conversations
bar.
and what you've had so far, you don't think that this being even knows what's happening.
That's okay.
That's interesting.
We'll deal with that later.
Now they throw
Does
me
she,
a fish.
does she
I'll
catch
have one.
anything in the meantime?
No,
Okay.
there was too much going on.
I'm sorry,
There's
but
an undead
that
presence
commotion would
underneath
bring
the
up big things, not little things.
Don't tell Terry that.
It would.
ship. Not if there's a revenant fighting those big things.
Bottom of the ocean. Just
Not fighting, just the energy alone.
No, yeah, the undead.
it's your bro just at the bottom of
With
the
an
ocean.
undead creature producing radiant energy.
Boxing with fucking whale.
Undead creature.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You didn't hear that?
20?
Yeah.
God.
That's why I said don't tell me anymore, because I'm going to jump on him.
That's
normally.
terrifying.
I don't know if I want to jump on a level 29.
I don't want to fight that guy anymore.
That's why I want to get out of here. I don't know if he's gonna start swimming up here towards us.
If you
Obviously.
stay still long enough.
Let's go.
All right, so y'all just sailing away.
Yeah, mimic ship.
Sail away.
Follow
sail
us
away.
along.
Just sit on the
Come
mimic ship.
sail away. Come sail away.
About 4 or 5 hours into it, the ship is about a little bit under half the size of y'all's ship.
And
And then like the wheel has gone from like being like this and it is like down to like this. It's like a little itty bitty baby wheel.
4 hours later, am I still not catching anything?
I mean, we can figure out the things that you catch, but you're not gonna catch any kind of like any
I'm
kind of-
just, if I'm not catching anything, that means Revenant's still right below us.
as far as you know, there's nothing biting in the middle of the night.
Hey,
Okay.
That thing is under us still.
I hope
What's
not.
Tabor
We're going
doing?
at a decent speed.
It's
Last
still
person
under
that I
us.
think was of significant value was to talk to was Gerald Axel.
Ignore resistance.
And then after that, I'll probably go talk to Paxton.
Okay.
Calculate the speed of its
So, how do you open conversation with Gerald?
Ignoring Y resistance. 32
With some
miles per
interesting company. By the way, my name is Maxwell Lee.
And you walk up and you reach out for his hand. He doesn't grab your hand, but he does bow. He takes his hat off and he bows. And he's a bald ass freaking dark elf.
When it goes
Didn't have a hat.
Huh?
Not
didn't have
his
that.
He does
signature
have that
hat.
on.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't
When he
have
goes to
his
bow, do
hat.
this.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
It'll go well.
The
Yeah.
individual I was looking for. Have you seen one of your companions? He was here earlier. I was meaning to speak with him, and I didn't get an opportunity. He had a lovely looking lady on his arm. Little on the meaty side for me. She's a little bit stronger than what I would go for. But
I believe he's occupied with
Oh,
the
that's
outside
that bad.
festivities.
He called her pH fat.
But if you need me to pass a message,
he looks around. He goes, "Is it what we've been hearing the rumors about?"
Just a push-up once.
We can speak in riddle if we like, but
straight into thieves' can.
yeah, and he can go straight with you. Like, what do you say? Like, don't say just say it out for real. But we can.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I am
Let's
not.
do the whole.
Don't
no,
take up the
riddle
thieves' can right
Don't
now.
make this
I
more
can do it.
complicated.
I just don't want to spend all that time doing
As
it
the
on
east
My
my
brain will
West.
fry. Yeah.
As the east rises in the west, the sun frowns.
Has to do with something with fireworks.
Yeah, I got that. Did you need to get to them?
No, at the moment, from the situation, from my understanding, it's handled.
Right. I was hoping for someone to owe me a favor. I can get you and your acquaintance there.
Well, how long are you going to be in the city?
He looks over his shoulder. I have an individual here that is fairly unruly, as you saw earlier.
Do you think Lord is
He's always been that way. Unfortunately, these.
That's
He pulls his collar out. You see, like one of those gold slave collars. They don't keep him completely in check. So, unfortunately, I don't know if I can be here for very long.
That's understandable. Last thing we want is an incident to be caused. Oof. I was quite-
Your lady that was here earlier. An acquaintance of mine says that she's rare. Somebody who doesn't smell of the original sparks of life of the universe. I'm intrigued.
We all
Intriguing information you shared with me. Thank you for that.
Right. You could, if she has issues with living or whatnot, I know of a place on the edge of Oblivion, in the Underdark, where I will say she could bathe in fire and ignite that spark of life.
Here's the question though. This is player, not character. At the docks, what did Stephanie say exactly about her quest with the seed?
The seed has to be bathed in the blood fire.
And during this, actually,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, so I would think we made a deal with the ship, and we're gonna put it in a bottle.
I just break out. What the fuck?
Bite me?
Sorry. Interesting, very interesting things are happening.
Yeah,
with your-
you
with
look
your-
over your shoulder. You look over Gerald Axel's shoulder, and the Lady Ballard kind of like turns to you with like a freaking straight up. The fuck?
My pearls.
And you hear her, you see her mouth.
I just, in my head, I'm crackling. Oh, these fucking idiots.
Us.
Your shit unlocked. I continue and I go, that is quite interesting. I would have to converse.
Seems like dandruff. It's sprinkles.
I bet you it was
Dude,
my
that's
kid.
dandruff.
It's not dandruff.
I bet
That's
you
sprinkles.
Yeah, oh, it might be for the cookie you tried to shove in your mouth earlier.
No, it's wrong
orange
color.
sprinkles.
That's just one orange sprinkle.
Yeah.
The cookie's not even do that and it'd be all over my lap. Anyways,
All
Oh, it could be the Pop-Tart.
All the orange sprinkles are circular.
I ate the Pop-Tart the other day. It's pretty good.
Oh, under the
over my foot.
I was sitting here, your thing was in my space.
Oh, from when we played, yeah. Okay, yeah. Anyways, continue.
I would. I'm quite interested, but I would have to converse with her to see whether or not she's interested in it.
I only wish for one thing in return.
Mm-hmm.
I lost something on an evacuation of a former home.
Fucking
Is dear to me.
I think I saw it earlier.
It's interesting that you make friends with such an individual. I was actually under the assumption that he had died years ago. It was meant to be that way whenever he was released into the Underdark on his own volition.
Humans are tenacious.
This man's trying to fucking kill me.
Homie, he's not your fucking daddy.
This man's trying to fucking kill me.
He is not your daddy.
That also intrigues me, because if he was able to survive out on his own, that means that there's a hint of resource in him that I had not perceived before. It was a failed project.
Failed.
Please do not. I do not mean to come off cross, but please do not call him that in front of my presence.
Oh, no, I mean, I meant no insult. I mean, formerly a failed project. It would mean that my intuition at the time was incorrect.
Let me get my hand. Tell me this. Tell me this so I can get my hands on this motherfucker.
In return for this information, I'm going to need a hat.
At least 3 months before you know.
You won't
I
have a
can
head
get
to wear,
you
though.
and your lady safely to your vessel.
Say yes.
I can do so,
Yes, say yes.
but I have to leave tomorrow evening, back for the Underdark.
Or
One is smooth.
stay here, take care of business.
You don't got no business. Come with us. Let's go fuck shit up.
Where would I find you in the Underdark if I went to conduct business?
He smirks. I make it a habit of not being able to be found.
Fucking everybody's like that.
This motherfucker.
I have enemies everywhere, even in my own homeland.
Well, you said tomorrow evening, right?
I got a lot of people I can put hands on.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
You do.
Have you ever ridden a dragon?
A willing one?
In more context.
Yeah. Oh, duh.
Smirk.
You watched it too.
I have not had the pleasure. I have seen many of dragons, but never rode one. Been chased by one, but never rode one.
Negotiated law with one.
I was like, rode one, negotiated law with one, never rode one.
Coward in fear from one.
Coward.
It's
The standard
you look
interaction.
over and you see he motions over his shoulder and you see the two twin women. They're dancing with other like randos at the ball and whatnot, and they're being fairly aggressive with them, like almost like they don't really give a shit about decorum or whatnot. And as the night has gone on, like more of their clothing has gotten looser and like whatnot. Like they're like almost like they're trying to remove it but still be proper.
Yeah, by the way, those were the anti. They mean.
And tomorrow evening, the sisters will take you to your vessel if you like.
I would thank you for the proposition. I'll give you my answer tomorrow. There's a lot for me to discuss at the moment.
Make sure you're easy to find.
Usually where there's a ruckus.
He smirks, yeah. I understand the sentiment.
Anyway, it's nice meeting you, Gerald Axel.
He bows, curtsies again, like hardcore. Sorry, I have a thing about touching.
No, it's fine.
On a serious note, be careful with that one. He looks like
The one with the
no.
exalted?
Yeah, he looks over at his exalted. Says, I'm not sure what kind of deals he makes, but that man always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And it terrifies me. Not many people do that.
He's a regressor.
Yeah, we don't like him.
Useless regression.
I'll take that advice to heart. Enjoy your evening, and I will go over to Paxton.
Okay. Oh, good. You're here. I tried to keep things civil while you did take your rounds and talk to individuals. Is there anything else you need me to do?
Is everything...
Everything is clean enough. As much as I could do in such short notice and such a quick time.
So we'll inform the guards that when people will leave, we'll not leave through the manor, but through the courtyard, out through the gates.
Well, that was like a side exit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically having none of them enter through the manor at all.
That's a great idea.
That way, there's no chance for them to stumble.
I can have Lucky prepare the closing fireworks show.
I think they're all gone.
Fireworks. There's already been some of those popping off, and
As he says that, Lucky comes up, whispers something in Paxton's ear,
I swear
and
to
then
fucking
leaves.
Taggart.
All the
And he
fireworks
goes,
are gone.
Oh, unfortunately, the fireworks are not on the premises.
You fucking Taggart ordered fireworks? I'm going to kill this man.
So the fireworks are gone.
What?
So there's no second firework.
I think I know where they went.
Okay.
Not attainable.
Do we need to keep the ball going, or do we need to?
We can wrap it up naturally. Whatever you think would be best for decorum and presentation. As I
Very
look
well.
at him in a serious tone and I go, I can see things are not what they seem.
Pardon.
We'll talk later.
One other thing, I know you have your disdain for a specific individual here, but to make appearances, it would probably be wise to at least greet the individual and have a conversation with them.
Motherfucker, I have! Twice!
Paxton wasn't there for that.
Tell him.
Just gonna bring a mind shield in.
Just tell him.
I have already greeted him.
Okay. I would suggest trying not to avoid him if you can. That's the reason why the ball is a secure place. Maybe have a conversation and try and get some information if you need to.
I can try, but he's a dangerous opponent with words.
Well,
And he seems to have the upper hand at the moment.
no. He's on our turn.
If you want to greet them together, we can.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that. Really like,
Oh, just giving you a heads up. He mentions Lieutenant Ayako. She's currently employed the Doombreakers for her personal safety before she deemed she was at risk.
Is it? Wait, I thought she was.
No, she's alive. I just look at him.
Well, don't tell him that. If you're gonna tell him to shut up right after.
Tell him not to continue fucking thinking about the thing in the other thing in the room, the thing.
The thing in the room, the thing in the... Anyways.
He kind of like furrows his brow a little bit. And you guys start making your way towards Exhaust. And we're back on the boat.
So,
It's a good mimic.
canonically, are we just like a couple hours ahead?
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
It's a good mimic.
Okay. Right now he's like toy boat size, but
I'm just like hovering over him. You're a good mimic.
Missing a digit.
It's just like on my hand.
How much health does
Oh god,
Tag have?
not more than
All
36.
echoes have 13 as of level 9.
I would say less than 36.
He bites. All of a sudden, you're back in your body.
Wow.
Just because he's smaller doesn't mean he has less of a bite.
And I'm over there, looks like
bro did a whole jump
chomped your ass.
Now, you can still feel Tag, but you know he took damage from the bite. Tag was patting him on the mouth.
I'm like holding the bottle at this point. I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
don't do that.
come and tagged on.
and the grows a little.
No.
That's like biting into a balloon.
Yeah.
You hear
Let's flip on
you
deck.
hear the voice.
That one will have to be swallowed whole.
Whip up on deck. Fucking mimics.
Yeah, he probably would.
Since I'm not catching fish, I'm gonna go downstairs and work around with my chain and my frying pan. And once I get that figured out, I'm gonna go cook
Alright.
food.
I'm gonna find Steph.
She's on the edge of the boat with full clad normies. Like, and what are you gonna do?
Just like living up, and I'm just like leaning on the rail next to her, just.
Okay, you're gonna cook something. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a cooking check. As you lean up on the rail, she's like, "Oh God, shouldn't you be sleeping?"
I
Probably.
feel like in the morning when we're both just sipping
Look,
tea.
every time I take this shit off, I have to put it back on.
Yeah.
Every time I put it on, I have to take it off again.
Yeah.
And
They both explode.
what?
It's
I rolled an
that.
8 and a 6.
Nice.
Explode the eight.
Did they both re-roll?
They're
or
all you
just
explode the
the
8.
So
11.
11 plus 6.
Okay. What are you making? It's in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Sleep schedules.
Late night dragon shots. Dave's frustrated. She's frustrated cooking. Her alcohol's gone. And her
Click.
Click.
How big is the ship at this point?
no, you can pick it up.
Okay. Yeah, I pick it up, right to the ship.
I have dragon in.
For a while, I was just
Okay.
following along
yeah,
at
yeah.
the.
Dragon Summon.
Mhm.
Y'all, you smell something really good because it's cooking right below you. And your body is like, I need sustenance. I've lost a lot.
I think I've leaked some food.
I leaked.
I'll like talk to Luke and like, do you have a name? But I'd done this earlier when it was larger. Just, you know,
I don't think that they do name
I
themselves.
don't know. I would just ask.
Chompy!
They will take given names
Chompy.
if they make a deal, but they don't name themselves.
It's not chompy.
It's Chompy.
You can't name it, so it doesn't matter.
Should we go get something to eat then?
You can't despise it and then try to name it.
I'm the one who fed it.
I guess.
You didn't feed it anything.
You fed it my food.
I want to
It didn't
lean on
eat
you
it.
for a
You brought the
second.
fish
It
back.
ate the treats.
Put like most of my weight
Yeah,
on her.
it doesn't even
that was
budge.
I think that was like
Deal
fluke.
started.
I know, that's why I did it.
As y'all are walking, you're
I think
like
those
she
more
just
or
like
less
out of
repair
the
itself
blue, she
because
goes,
of
I know.
"Why are you so weak?"
I think Dig was actually in.
I lost a lot of
I'm not talking about right now. You, like, how often are you on death's door? It seems like every time we just get back together again, you're nearly dead.
It was
Kinda happens a lot.
Up there.
And I walk in,
Show me cock ring.
I get caught out a lot.
She's the one that gave it to me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
she knows it's there.
She can feel it, right?
I get caught out a lot.
She nudges you with her elbow. I need you to do better.
She was like, almost like, oh, there's a light, there's a tunnel.
No, she didn't hit you like she.
I know,
like,
yeah. I'm working on it.
Oh wait, that sounded like felt like something slipped out of place. No,
It's just, oh, that's my rib. Hi, rib. That's how.
You need anything minor?
I think that was.
What you really
My
need is
liver?
Top
Is
was
that a
just
liver?
supposed to be floating.
Is that a liver? It's just like, oh, that's my liver. I'm gonna put that back.
you know,
Can I change
it's
it
not
up
that
for a
bad.
new one?
No, I do have a seared dagger hole above my heart, a non-seared dagger hole in my back,
Well,
and
you're not
I didn't
actively
see that one.
smoking ankle.
You're
not to mention a
actively
new burn.
Yeah, that's
like
why I
a
said the
half-crescent
seared.
moon.
Yeah,
There's a burn that's like a half crescent.
Hey, I didn't know there was a hole in your back, right? I got that one too.
it's because I was laying on
And
it.
I'm like, what burned you?
You
I'll give
watched
three
it.
two of them don't count.
I think we got busy right when that happened.
You were walking away, heard him scream, and looked back.
Oh.
I just kind of like.
Cause you just-
I think
You
I
just
lot
said,
has
I need
happened.
everybody's
You may have
help on
forgotten.
medical, and I was like, okay, medical, I'm gonna help. And he was bleeding,
go
so...
to. I think I might have forgot. We kind of got busy when that happened.
Yeah. I'm like, cure wounds. Just to, you know, make it feel
Fix
a
it,
little
go to
Okay.
sleep.
No, but you'll feel a
So
little better.
we're gonna do Tabor's next day on a half episode. The next day for Tabor on the half episode. What, if you don't mind me asking, if everything goes according to plan the next day, what is Tabor's decision going to be tomorrow?
I know in the morning, him and Orion have to have a report.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that.
It'll be a morning report,
Good
and he's
now.
going to go to the docks.
Okay.
Tour, because part of that
Let's
morning
just say nothing else of interest happens for the evening.
I sleep.
You have your conversation
I'm
with your
immune.
T2.
Yeah.
It
What
goes
did
off
the
without a
food do,
hitch.
by the way?
Oh, that's why I was like, hey,
What did the
you
food
fucko,
do?
you need to come with me. Words are
you're-
not my
I'm
speech.
gonna save mine.
Okay. If it's eaten during the time of cooking, right? Like during mealtime, it's a +2 to dexterity saving throws.
Could have used
If
it
it's
earlier.
eaten as leftovers, I'm assuming that's what Dave, it's a +1.
The morning set, like, basically, him and Orion will go over about the
24 hours.
events in detail, what happened. Because all I got was Mimic, Revenant
Yeah.
gone, Mimic still.
Okay, y'all. Well, it's the morning. You wake up. Dave's prepared a salmon dragon meat breakfast.
Dragon salmon.
It's dragon salmon. Like,
Do you want a picture of it?
you're still sore and beat all the hell, but you're, for all intents and purposes, full health.
Yeah.
Looks good.
My soul,
What's sitting
Yeah, I
on your
got
table in the
a
morning?
cookbook for Dave.
my soul hurts.
It should.
Yeah, bud.
Okay, so y'all are sitting at the table, and y'all can have that
And
conversation.
I'm like, so, to you, in my head, I'm like, so, what's your timeline?
Imagine me and Braxton at the night talk a little bit what's going to happen.
Okay,
looks
we'll
like-
go over that. We'll go over that some other time. We'll just assume that you
Feeling a
guys
little better?
filled in on that.
Yeah.
Ready for it?
So tell me about what the events of last night transpired, so I can go ahead and write a report and get this covered up.
I'll give you the details.
I'll write it down.
In the middle of talking and explaining it to him, right? Charlotte's walking up and she like drops a plate and slides it over to you, and it's like this breakfast meal or whatnot. Hold on.
He's feeding the shield.
Doesn't help.
I'm
I
drinking
think it's so
basically
freaky.
morning coffee, and I'm like, the fuck?
Oh yeah, you're back to making the coffee again. That's good.
No, I'm not making coffee.
Oh, then I
We made
I know.
coffee.
I'm
Hey,
making coffee.
it
I
is,
made
it is a
5 drinks
plate
last night.
that has like a slab of fish over it, and it has like some sort of like little meat chunks underneath it
Does it
that are
smell?
kind of slightly blackened. It smells delicious.
Oh, here's the women in my life make so much good food.
Tabor's gonna.
It is the same thing that Dave made. She rolled the exact same cooking check with no proficiency.
Really?
She rolled two. I rolled a d4 for hers, and it was 2 4s and a 3. So she rolled the same exact
That's
thing
awesome.
Dave did. So you get a +2 to your dexterity saving throws for 24 hours after this.
Fucking dope.
She's like, I hope you like it, my lord. And she backs away
That's
and
weird.
like kind of leaves.
You sit at the table, you don't have to leave. She's gone.
Yeah, she's like she's nervous. She's like super nervous. This is all very new to her.
It's like that.
Hey, tell her that it's new to you too.
Usually the bull brings in the food.
You have never let go of your earring
Yeah.
today.
I was on work all at breakfast. Thanks, man. No.
Ryan hears thanks, babe. Charlotte doesn't hear that.
What?
Oh, my bad. So
Just you're
as I'm writing the report, I go, I'm gonna let go. I'm going to call for Paxton and basically give him a sit rep report about what happened. I said we need to spin this favorably towards us.
I'm like, don't write down the details about the ship, obviously.
Oh no, the details about us having the mimic ship in
Just
the bottle is
say it
gone.
was dealt with.
Yeah, it's just at the end. It's just dealt with. We do not. Well, certain parties will know, but. Oh, just a heads up. I found a weakness in this. If anyone can read minds, they can hear our conversation.
Yeah, you probably want to get a ring of mind shielding.
Brother, I have 0 funds. I have 450 gold.
I can't help you with that.
Yeah.
Look at all that gold! There's gold in them there hole.
Did you really open it up?
No, I'm too busy cleaning my shoe.
Yeah.
I'm applying eye drop.
Have we gone over what we
So,
got?
I need information
do that
about
now.
Gray from Dave and Ayako. And I give him the description of the tiefling that Abernathy was looking for. I don't know her name. So if you can acquire information from Aiko and Dave about if Dave has seen them when she was with Azaltu, or if Aiko knows
Getting drunk.
where they're at, then we can
Where
potentially
Gray is at?
Gray and the woman that's currently Abernathy's looking for. We could potentially create an alliance with Abernathy.
Okay.
And if we rescue Gray and this, we can probably put more pressure on Azaltu and knock him down a little bit.
Okay. I'll go ahead and ask Dave if
We're
he.
trying to get the
Well,
shield
I
drunk.
let go and I start eating a
And
little
don't
bit.
forget about Rail's brother talking to Exalted.
Oh, don't forget about Gerald Axel.
We're trying to get the shield drunk, by the way.
You know what?
I
We're
told
trying to get a shield
Y'all
drunk,
listen to
by
what's
the way.
talking about, so I don't have to relay it verbatim back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This is
kind of
one of
heard
those
it. I know Gray. I
to
know
the other
that
part of the
Exaltu
storyline.
has Gray, and Exaltu stuck Gray in a prison along with, oh god, what's her name? The dragon lady. He also killed the dragon. He's a dick.
I relay that.
Does Ayako know anything?
Y'all have to wait for her.
Yeah.
And that'll be next session. You'll find out.
So he's probably in a prison right now.
10-4.
horrible.
Secondly, you need to warn Rael that they're tracking him somehow, his brother. The one with the scar over his face, his eye. And I give them the message that I read or heard from Azaltu. So they're planning a next step, so you'll have to figure out how they're going to figure out where you're going to be and prevent that before y'all get to Haven's Reach.
Okay. So
You see it,
they're tracking us, and we need to
kinda
get rid of it.
Yeah, they're tracking Rael specifically, so.
Okay. Rail,
Yeah.
they're tracking you somehow, and we'll have to work on that in a bit to see if I can figure out what it is.
Cavity search.
We'll have to go over that.
Also, tell Rael, his fucking scrawny brother, dangerous.
Oh yeah, your scrawny brother,
Mhm.
very dangerous. So,
Yeah.
do you know what kind of
Nice.
timeline
Scrawny?
you might have?
Is that the worst one?
You gonna meet with us when we get to Haven's Reach or
That was
afterwards?
bullshit. I could have taken.
There's a lot of things I can do in Tier Assist unless y'all need me to rendezvous.
It was like 80 something.
I really couldn't say.
Because
That character, it didn't even
wedding
put him
will be in
under
2 months.
100.
Oh,
He
okay.
was like out a little bit.
I know
like
we've
my
got some
turn.
extra hands on the ship due to the events at the dock.
Half was 80.
We could see if any of them are proficient enough to temporarily fill in.
Yeah, it was
fill
like,
in. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Taggart's crew's fairly short-handed right now.
Yeah.
And y'all can't dock again.
Well, if y'all need me, I can be there.
We call
I
that
can
man.
potentially make a deal with General Axel, but it's going to cost me.
I don't think you should be making any deals. You coming to this place is just something we need to take care of, not critical to you need to be there.
Alright. We can figure something out. But right now, I'm going to have a meeting with Abernathy, and then after that I gotta go talk to Hugo Rothschild. And then, Gerald Axel said something about Stephanie, about how she can restore some of the life, as her life is not
Stephanie
tuned
here?
to this plane.
She's on the
Yeah,
boat
she's
with
on
you
the
guys.
ship.
Yeah,
I know she's
if
on the
she
boat.
bathed
Is
in
she
the
at
fire
the
in the
danger?
Underdark?
Yeah, she's like eating
Near the abyss.
a meal too.
Okay, I'll relay this.
That sounds
out loud.
very familiar.
I'm like, Stephanie, you probably want to listen to this, and I
What? Okay.
relay.
Talking
He
about
sounds
your
like he
life.
knows the location. I might be able to get that, but
You
Her eyebrows kind of shoot up.
I'm like, you mentioned something about that, right?
Yep. Wait. I said that in passing, and I mean, yeah, it's important for the. It's really important.
Then we should probably take care of it.
stipulation. I'm gonna need Rael's hat that he got.
Oh, Rail.
Hat?
They're gonna need your hat.
Who's gonna need my hat?
Gerald Axel.
His daddy, or his,
Hey, Rail,
Daddy
you're
wants his
giving the
hat
hat
back.
his father, but it's not his daddy.
No,
and I go,
This
he's
is
not an ally
more
of
important
Rael.
than you, me, anything else going on right now. Like,
I mean, I get it. I understand. I was gonna give you
I'm
that
not
hat.
she
giving up
leans
my
forward
hat.
and she says,
Fuck that hat.
if I can't find out where the blood fire is and get this seed bathed in it, then Cardville will not. It won't last a year.
I was just.
That's my home.
I was gonna give you the hat. I was
Okay.
just,
You got serious.
No, I don't want it. I can't use that.
I'm gonna need that hat by the end of the day.
By the end of the day?
I'm assuming.
Send it from Amazon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
You can have the ladies go and pick it up with you in tow when they drop you off.
Fuck, I don't want to get dropped off.
You could just send them. You don't gotta drop your ass off. I mean,
You
do
have
I'm
to know
aware
how
of
to-
some.
They have to know where to go.
He wouldn't know where to go.
He knows where you guys are going.
How far away? We're not.
at least 12 hours travel.
Hey,
I wonder if Animal Messenger would be enough. It's just a
I told
hat.
him last night, but he.
How far away are they? In like
It could be that.
approximately.
If they kept going
He's
overnight,
keeping all of the things you read. I'm going to catch something.
it would be. They would be. Yeah, I don't know how I would explain that in distance wise. Like you're probably about an eighth of the way towards Haven's Reach at minimum. At maximum, like at maximum. But y'all were packing it pretty hard trying to get away from that mimic throughout the night. And we haven't rolled to see how well you've been doing today. It would take a flying vessel a half a day to get to where the ship is.
Half a day. That's not bad. It's not
If
great.
you were to take off on one of the dragons, they could make it there by midnight from nightfall.
I could probably bring them to you, but I'll have to find my way back.
Well, obviously they'd have to fly back as well, so.
You try telling that to the dragon.
How would they bring the hat back if they weren't returning?
They're going to the Underdark and meeting him there. I try to see if I can get a location where he'll be in the Underdark. Motherfucker is paranoid and does not want anyone to know where he's at in long-term means.
I feel like I have something.
Worst case scenario, I can fly back as a raven and then camp out somewhere and then fly back. Be there in the morning of the next day.
If you talk things over with Paxton, you do know that there is a teleportation circle at Haven's Reach, and there is a wizard there that could get you back to Tyrsis.
That means he doesn't have it. He doesn't need the hat today. Yep. Or you're saying
In order for the dealer to meet,
you're saying go with us on the ship and then go back. Oh yeah, I got you.
I can probably do that, and then I can help y'all with the stuff that happens. And then once we resolve that, I can teleport back to Tyrsis. Let me.
You know, if
You
we
can also leave Charlotte
stopped
with them, and then nobody will know where Charlotte is.
You know what?
With them?
You could just turn around and leave after you get here. You could use a wild shape. That's 8 hours of transportation, swimming speed, or flying speed.
He doesn't need. He could be a shark tomorrow.
I know, but flying is faster.
Less dangerous too.
I don't know, my flying I also have as a raven.
You could do it.
Especially with what's in the ocean
wild
right
shape.
now.
Getting back is not an issue, it's just going to take me some time.
It wouldn't take you more than a day.
Yeah.
How's that spell tracker thing?
I've only cast a couple spells. I haven't been using it. I mean, it works just fine.
Alright, that sounds like a plan. I don't know what stipulations Zerlax was going to try to convince or put on me for flying back to the boat, but I can just say, do you want the fucking hat or not?
It is very dear to him.
More dear to me than him, but at the same time, information.
He said you would owe him a favor.
A favor. Yeah, it's something I would have to pay back and forward in the future.
Might not be tomorrow to know
It's gonna
the
come.
stipulations, right?
Do you have any steaks, Dave?
That's fine. I can always get my way back to
Be
Tyrsis.
rare.
Like bleeding?
Yeah. I'm not worried about it. You show
Nope.
up here, you can get back to Tyrsis the
good.
same day.
Worst case scenario,
Up.
you can always ride on the
To the
trip.
bottom of the meat stack where
Plus, I
it'll
gotta
be the
figure-
juiciest
Plus, I
and
get
the
to go
reddest.
see the mimic chip and look at the ship and see what
No
anything.
fight?
Oh, currently it's just a regular ship. We're not. The mimic ship is something we would only use
I don't know.
in combat.
I imagine
Black and
so.
It's gonna be basically raw on the inside.
You-
I don't want crew members disappearing at night.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds like we have a game plan.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Currently, I break the news.
You hear as Taggart creeps up behind you guys.
It's good, Dave.
Where is
That's my mom.
your leader per se?
He's currently in Tyrsis.
Just
Are you currently?
I'm
the
de
one-
facto.
Okay. Can you come up here for a second? I want to show you something. You were the one that helped me before, so this is something
Okay.
interesting to me.
Huh?
So he
Okay.
takes you to the med bay, and while you're in the med bay, there's a bunch of people. There's 7 individuals there, and 1 individual that's been covered by a sheet. They
Oh yeah.
Totally forgot about it.
Oops.
I want to show you something real quick. And he pulls the sheet back. And he goes, "I believe we have a passenger on the vessel that is feeding on more than just his normal rations.
You Dracula son of a bitch!
He turns the injured dude's head to the side, and there's puncture marks in there.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to leave tonight's session.
You Dracula motherfucker!
I'm kidding. Thank you guys. No, I'm kidding. No, we are ending the session. I'm actually gonna say bye. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Everybody who came in and played with us on Geek Game Days, I'd like to extend a warm bit of gratitude to you guys. We really appreciate. It was a lot of fun for us. I'm hoping that we made things interesting and fun for you. Stay tuned. Your characters that you got to play may end up showing up at some point in the sessions and whatnot in the future. There was an opportunity for a couple of them to show themselves today, but fortunately, things didn't go that way. We ended up spending a lot of time on something that I wasn't necessarily sure they were going to spend a lot of time on. So, but again, appreciate you guys for watching, and keep them dice rolling.
Bye.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.